ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
Then that should be better. Oh my god. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Alpha X Pro series where we have been going strong for like what? Is this like the 52nd? 51st? Some crazy amount like that ever since the Freak has sponsored us around like a year or so back, and it has been absolutely amazing since then. My name is Vagar. You can see my name up there, and I will be your host for today's series. Now, there's a little bit of change in plans, unfortunately. We were supposed to have top versus... Oh, Potato Pleb. Who's Potato Pleb? I don't know. We were supposed to have top versus Biowise, which was the original plan. It was going to be amazing. It was going to be great. Unfortunately, Biowise has not shown up, which kind of sucks a lot. I don't know what was going on. He just didn't go in the lobby. I don't know if he gave us any advance or if he said he might be late. I don't really know about this. I just kind of wanted to cast some StarCraft. So right now we're gonna still get our wish. We still have Korean. Korean. You know, like top Korean. Ah, the Korean. I need to make a nickname like that sometime, somewhere. Not sure how I can do that, but we're gonna fit that in eventually. And we're gonna have our B person, which is going to be our backup person, which is going to be Mamba from Alpha X. Now, I know 99.999% of you have already heard of Mamba because most of you guys are probably from Alpha X, but for those of you guys watching who are from not Alpha X, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at his profile right now to show you that he is no slouch himself. He has 5600 MMR, which is pretty darn solid. Gosh darn solid. He is a Zerg, which is also pretty, you know, not as solid, but that's okay. That's his choice. And yeah, he's a pretty good player, very valued member of the team, and should put up at least a little bit of a fight here against Top, one of the, well, ironically enough, not one of the top players in the world right now, but still fairly competent. If I take a look at his Ligulac right here, which I'm going to do right now, I'm pretty sure he's still rated fairly high. We're loading this up. I should have had this known beforehand, which kind of sucks because I should have had this known beforehand. I really should have. Come on. Let's go. It's not loading because Ligulac sometimes is just a Ligulac, so got to deal with that. It's a little hot in the attic right now, in the good old-fashioned casting attic that is known as the Den of Love in StarCraft. But generally we just call it the Den of Love because it's already assumed that StarCraft will be happening in any place as musky and lovely as this. Whew, okie dokie. Looks like though we're gonna load up onto automation. Mamba is ready, Kawain is ready. They're probably just waiting on me because I'm an idiot and tell them go. Whoopsie doodle. That's okay. Still got our positive can-do attitude. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and chill for a sec. Come on. Ligulac. Why you do this to me? Why? Why? That's okay. We can wait. We can absolutely wait. And looks like we are loading on into game number 1. So, there isn't going to be Biowise for the stop, but there's still going to be some good StarCraft today. Folks, let's go ahead and just jump right into it, guys. Let's just dive nose first into this game and see what treasures these players have in store for us today. I always feel like a pirate whenever... Oh, never mind. Don't have to talk about that embarrassing crap. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. Now that the game is loaded on up. Spawning in the middle left-hand position of Automaton. Representing Alpha X, the last standing replacement who so graciously agreed to play on such short notice. Give it up for your one, your only, Mamba. Ooh, and the music timing my intro too. That is such a nice thing to happen. It's like getting kissed. Well, I can't really make a kissing analogy, you know. I play StarCraft, not girls, you know. But let's go ahead and introduce our other player, spawning in the right-hand position of Automaton, representing himself, and himself. It is the one, the only Korean, otherwise known as Top the Korean, or Top the Korean. You know, okay, there we go. Top the Korean. Alright, I think I like that more. Top the Korean. I figured it out. So, a lot of you guys may already be discounting Mamba. I can tell you guys from experience, this guy is at least gonna put up a fight. If he's gonna get slaughtered, he's gonna, like, slaughter you with him, or at least he's gonna try his best to. This guy has teeth. Mamba is a very entertaining player to watch. I've seen him a couple of times. Personally casted this guy a couple of times. So trust me when I say that it is not going to be a one-sided rollover. Though I think nobody will be surprised if Mamba, or rather if Queen takes this from Mamba. That would not be anyone's, to anyone's surprise. But hey, sometimes the fun in StarCraft games is figuring out who is going to win a specific game. Even if you think you know the outcome, you're like, hey, what can happen in this game? Nobody knows. That's the fun about watching stuff live, guys. You never really know what's gonna happen. Like, for all we know, Queen can, like, cancel the CC, cancel this barracks, lift everything up to the opposite side of the map. I don't know why he would do that. In fact, he probably would never do that. But he could! We just have to watch and see. Oh, the suspense! Is he gonna... Oh, I don't think so. Looks like this nerd is trying to play to win. What a tryhard. Anyways, Reaper is coming out on the map. First Reaper of the series, always a good luck charm in any caster's playbook. How is it a good luck charm? Well, if it comes in and kills at least 2 lings, then you know you're gonna have a great series on your hands. If it dies right away, then you know you're gonna have an even better one. So, always a nice little guy to appreciate. He's kind of like a fortune teller of games, Depending on what he does, what damage happens, he can almost tell you right then and there exactly what kind of game it's gonna be. Right now, it's gonna be. Let's see. It takes skill to read Reaper, as it's called. And right now, 1 lane going down. That means the Mamba has a slight advantage against Queen. Not really. The game will be close, but not really too epic at this point. That is what the Reaper says. And now his time for telling the fortune of this game is over as we pass the 3-minute mark, and I have to talk about something else now. Drones are being made. Their base is going down. Interestingly enough, Mamba was able to get that down without Queen's Reaper able to go ahead and intercept. That's always a really nice thing to happen. When you have to, like, wait, like, an extra 20-30 seconds for ling speed or walk a Queen over to that 3rd base location, it always really sucks. Really always does. Now let's see what our friend Top Queen has in stock for Mamba, and right now he has his quadruple gas mining, which I get. Oh, never mind. I was about to psychoanalyze the hell out of that, but unfortunately, looks like nothing is gonna happen. But there is a fusion core on the way, folks. Now, fusion core means one of 2 things: liberator range, which hasn't been a thing since. Oh, geez, Nathaniel could probably tell me, but I have no idea. But the other thing it could mean is battlecruisers, which Nathaniel can definitely tell me is still a thing in the meta, especially, or rather, even after they nerfed the Yamato cannon. You can still make some magic at it. You can still have a couple of BCs here and there. Mamba's gonna go and jump on in. Now, the way this orbital rally tells me is going to see the fusion core, probably. Right? Oh, he does end up seeing it. And Mamba knows exactly what is good in the neighborhood. And that's going to be spores, queens, and a whole lot of prayers. You can throw down a spire. I've seen actually a lot of Zergs take different approaches to this. Some people like to go so bunch of queens, some spores, don't even throw down the spire, just meh, be able to defend back at home. Some people go straight to spire, try to get out some mutas, which, if I'm being honest, is my least favorite response, because mutas versus BCs, I mean, I think 5 mutas don't even kill a BC. I don't even think 6 mutas kill a BC. So, I mean, it's just, I guess you can wear the BC down with mutalisks, but you can also do that with corruptors, but I guess mutas are better later on in the game. So it's actually a little bit of a trade-off what you want to do. Unless you want corruptors going into the mid-game, which, unless your name is Dark, and it's 2 years ago, I don't think it's really something that we are expecting. Mamba is just gonna go ahead and go for the good old-fashioned Spore Crawler route, because Spore Crawler is really good against BBs. Especially when they blink right on top of 2 of them, that is generally not what you want to see happening. Queen's gonna take a lot of damage on this battlecruiser, not gonna fight too much damage with it so far, and Mamba with a nice hold from the first BC, and actually he's gonna end up losing it. Queens are really, really good against stuff that is flying, and probably a nice little confidence booster to Mamba, who wants to play this professional StarCraft player, is able to effect away a battle cruiser rush very early on in the series. So good on Mamba. Let's see what his plan is. He's going to go ahead and defend Hellions over here to third base as well. Mamba, not bad. Double Evo going down right now as well. And this is so many queens, and that is so much damage on the DC. I don't think he's really going to find anything else. What did he kill? What did you kill? You killed a couple of Overlords, maybe, and you lost 6 Hellions, a Reaper. You had to make a BC. In fact, you're going to make 2 BCs. Your model cannon is just finishing on, but there's CC's on the way. I mean, it's not the end of the world for Queen, but it's definitely a little bit of a pain to have these 2 BCs this early on and not really find much damage from it, besides maybe an Overlord and a Yamato and a Queen, maybe. We'll see. Mamba is gonna lose his thing. That's okay. And an Overlord. It's just been mineral damage so far. Now this can get real. This is where things start to get ugly. Mamba has vision of the BC. Unfortunately, he didn't send his queens down there a little bit earlier. He was just kind of chilling out, so he's actually going to lose this one Carapace, which is going to be a big pickoff unless he can transfuse in time. Transfusal does healing damage right away. Healing damage? Swagger, what are you talking about? Oh, that was actually pretty painful. This is why you don't put your evolution chambers, for lack of a better term, in a horribly not good spot. Oop, Spore Call versus BC. BC's gonna go and win that one, but I think this BC, is gonna get out? Yeah, it's totally gonna get out. Yeah, it's okay, just barely. Is he remaking that Evo? Yes, in a slightly less stupid spot. Nope. Okie dokie, that is okay by me. I don't discriminate. 4th base is almost done anyways. Spire as well, and more roaches. Has he identified that this is mech yet? I would be shocked to see that he, if he hasn't. Well, okay, so he definitely knows now. But did he know before? I couldn't really have known before unless he saw the Hellions in the natural base. So I'm pretty sure that Queen is going to be pretty much figured out at this point. And actually, this is pretty much what you wanted to see happen in order for this to be, in order for you to think that Mamba has an okay spot in this game. Queen commits hearts to something early game that doesn't work, and now he just kind of has to suffer the consequences. I mean, take a look at his unit count right now. It's 2 BCs, 4 Cyclones, and 10 Hellbats. So he wants to go for that really active Gumiho style of mech that he has been trying out recently, which, if you've been paying attention to GSL, and I am and all the good stuff, is just Hellion Cyclone, or Hellbat Cyclone. A very mobile composition, it's almost like Terran playing Swarm Host, you know? You just kind of get in there, they lock into a couple of roaches, they kite them back. The larger the map, the better. That means you can kite more and more. And you just kind of avoid a big main fight for as much as you possibly can, and then you should be golden. Now, Mamba, is he planning an attack? I'm not certain. He does have an okay army, but this definitely isn't this definitely doesn't like ring any alarm bells in my head right now. And look, yeah, it's just gonna make more drones. So Mamba in it for the long haul, Queen in it for the long haul. We should have a good way to start our game number 1. Ooh, Sneaky BC's gonna go ahead and sneak on up over to the top, not top, to the to the top right-hand side of the base. Oh my god, why shouldn't I have said that? Okay, let's save that for later. Everyone forget I said that until the next game, okay? Okay. Ooh, Queen's actually gonna be able to pick off his Spire, which is a very nice pick-off. +1. Carapace does get denied, and fortunately, Mamba is just gonna go ahead and cry a little bit, as upgrades have just been so unfortunate this game. It's gonna go ahead and send a couple of Queens up there. BC's got to do something with their life, so they're trying to find whatever damage they can. Transfuses? Any transfuses? Maybe? No transfuses? No? He was microing it, so no excuse not to transfuse. Oh my god. He let 2 high-energy queens just die? That is some... Ooh. This is okay. Now this is starting to get a little bit ugly. Mamba falling a little bit apart here. Can't really figure out what he wants to do against these BCs. Gonna send in 2 Corruptors. Obviously, you want them Corruptors to all come in at once when you're fighting with them. And it looks like, though, actually, 1 BC is gonna go down that had tactical jump. So that's a little bit of a mistake. Meanwhile, over here, the Cyclones are actually getting hoarded by the Roach Raptor Ling of Mamba. He's trying to go for the wraparound, but it's not quite happening. The Lings are getting good damage, though. They're able to kill the Cyclones. Every time they turn around, they have to lock into the Lings, which does not bode really well when you consider that the Lings have to take the lock-on damage, which absolutely Queen does not want happening. And that, my friends, did he lose the PCs? Lost 1 BC. That was not very well done by Queen. And look, he's gonna go and lose his force now. So obviously not as refined as we've seen it from other pros who have tried out this strategy, this style, but it's not down and out just that. He has an okay amount of army supply. He's making... No, he's not making more BCs. No, he is! Okay, yeah, he's totally making more BCs. Alright, he's up to 2 BCs right now. Gonna have his 3rd one soon. 5 tanks isn't bad, but when 3 of them are not siege, then it starts to get not pretty good. But they're gonna siege up over there. I almost kind of wanted Mamba to go for it right then. But yeah, ooh. If not, I was gonna say something like this. Something like a multi-prong here. The Corruptor is gonna obviously drag the Cyclones out of position. Now, all these Corruptors are dead, unfortunately. And, a little bit of an expensive boss there. For our friend Mamba. That kind of sucks to see. And some Hellbats managed to find their way into the natural base. Things are gonna get their wraparound and think to themselves, hey, these guys are not supposed to attack. Right? They're not supposed to attack. Yeah, they actually don't have any attack upgrades at all, so they're not gonna one-shot the Lings. A little unfortunate there, but that's okay. I can see why he doesn't want +1 attack though. I mean, if you're going for Cyclones, what would he really need the attack for? Are they gonna see? Did you see that pathetic little missile launch they did right at the end of that Rock's life? That's not gonna do anything, right? But still, it'd be nice to have, right? I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm not Jared. What am I talking about? Mamba's still playing it super passively. He can go all the way up to 6 spaces now. His opponent's on 4. Kind of what you want to be seeing against Mech, especially if they're not being too mobile out on the map. Mamba's gonna go ahead and not file down, you model down 3 of these roaches, killing the absolute hell out of those guys. And yeah, Mamba's gonna have a little bit hit squad of roaches move over here. Meanwhile, the main army is coming over here. The Wild's gonna go and land down. All the siege tanks are clumped up so bad. Oh my goodness, that is exactly not what you want to see. What you also don't want to see is a bunch of Ravagers fighting butt naked all by themselves. 13 SCVs did go down, granted, but is he gonna get that fortress? No, he's not. But 14 SCVs did go down, but I don't know. Not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan over there. He's gonna go ahead and make 14 more roaches. Not really a remax. And he's still on layer tech, which I think is a big mistake. He hasn't been aggressive enough to justify being on layer tech for 13 minutes, you know? And now a command's gonna move across the map, and let's see what Mamba can do. He's gonna make a lot of banelings. He has 3 VCs in the air, so actually, he does not have the actual physical anti to contest these VCs. So even if he does clean up the ground, this is gonna be a nasty cleanup. Banelings are gonna go ahead and roll on, and they are gonna get their wraparound on the tanks. And the tanks and the ground army will be cleaned up fairly easily, though the VCs in the air are still standing uncontested, unmolested, unoppressed by the ground forces of the ground surge. And yeah, if you can't beat the air, then general rule of thumb is you just can't really beat the ground too. 3 Yamato cannons going on down and top. Even though he's been playing this a little bit questionably this match, I would say he's actually doing a pretty darn good job come the mid-game. Yeah, taking another great trade over there. Mamba just kind of finding himself against the brick wall that he can't really comfortably attack. Yeah, I mean, he has a wing attack over here to show himself that he's trying, but it's not really doing all that much. Let's see what his... I mean, where's his army? You always know it's bad when you as a caster you have to say like, oh, where's this guy's army? Because then you probably know that either they don't have an army, or the army is about to go ahead and kill a bunch of things. And right now it's kind of neither. It's kind of neither of the above. Neither of the above, right? Queens are going down. No much for the VCs in the air. And I think Mamba may just be tapped out of this one. I think he's gonna try and break Kawaii one more time, but it just doesn't seem like he's going to be able to. There's just a little bit too much here, and I think we will be moving on into game number 2 fairly soon, if not almost immediately. Well, the Banelings could kill the entire army in a weird fantasy dimension where that could actually happen, but this is not weird fantasy dimension number 5. This is StarCraft Indian verse number 1. GG is called, and Korean. Top the Korean. We'll go ahead and take game number 1. Okie dokie artichoke. Sushi whispered me something. Just remember to mention from time to time, Mamba is replacing BioIce. Can do. You guys know how I was calling Mamba BioIce or BioIce Mamba? And maybe thinking to himself, hey, why is BioIce called Mamba and he's from Alpha X and why is he also playing Zerg? Well, BioIce, unfortunately, no-showed on us, which absolutely sucks big old bananas, but hey, what are you gonna do? We have our in-house teammate member person Mamba to substitute in, and he actually showed a pretty solid game number 1 against one of the, not one of the top Koreans, but one of the really good Koreans. One of the better Koreans out there. And did the stream just explode? I don't think so. It's a stream ended due to abrupt error. Probably that Probably the error message was just an error. Error reception. Whew. But yeah, that was a good match. That was a good match. No one could be disappointed in that. From an objective point of view. Alright. Very exciting indeed. Let's go ahead and put a little thumbs as we wait for game number 1. Now, while I have the time, let me go ahead and do something for our friends over at Bubba Burger. Guys, did you know that Bubba Burger is the #1 frozen burger brand? Can I try that again? I think I can try that again. Mamba Burger is the #1 branded frozen burger in the United States. Pretty interesting, right? But you didn't know that. Well, now you do. And now, you can try all 8 of their burger varieties as well as their other great new additions. Which I highly recommend you do. So go ahead, buy yourself a nice juicy Bubba Burger and treat yourself today. I made a couple commercials with them a little while ago, and let me tell you folks, they were just amazing. Oh my god, the best burgers you've ever tasted. You'll never buy a burger better than a Bubba. And they gave me this cool hat! Look at this! Ah! Oh, that's so cool, right? Very cool. So thank you for Mamba Burger helping make this happen. We really do appreciate each and every single one of our sponsors. Especially you. You more than anyone else. I tell that to all my sponsors, so it's okay, it's okay. It makes them all feel a little special. Alright, next map is going to be on King's Cove. I am actually sweating a little bit here, because my god, you know how I joke about the attic being like musty and musky and muggy? Any other moist words starting with M? Like moist? I mean, it's, you may think I'm joking, but it really... it takes a toll on you. I have to like ventilate every like 30-40 seconds. Yeah. And when I come back to the stairs, my parents are like, man, that's some really good StarCraft, huh? And I was like, yeah, it really was. I don't have the heart to tell them that I just have a horrible sense of homeostasis. So that's that. Alright, next game, King's Cove, Game Heart. Are you ready? I think I'm ready. Let's rock and roll. Why isn't it working? Ah, there we go. Sometimes I mess up the kissy face. Alright, let's go ahead and introduce our players for those of you guys who are just joining us now and have no idea what is happening. Spawning in the top left-hand position of King's Cove, representing himself, because he don't need no team. It is a strong, independent terrain player, Top the Korean. And his opponent spawning in the bottom right-hand position of King's Cove, representing Alpha X, it is Mamba. The Jolly Rancher Green Zerg player, able to hold his own game number 1. Kind of deflecting off that initial battlecruiser harassment, unfortunately, just couldn't really find his stride that game is what it felt like. It felt like throughout the whole game, he was just kind of having... Why is there a rally point there? Oh, okay, he's gonna check for proxies, very smart. Big brain overload. See these pentacle stacks on the side of his head? Yeah, that's for brain fluid. No, those aren't for like floatiness or whatever. That's brain juice. It's smart overload. Even though it's a signet skin. But anyways, yeah, it just seemed like Mamba couldn't really figure out what he wanted to do that game. I mean, seemed a little on autopilot if I'm saying that. Maybe he was intimidated and didn't want to do anything, but to stay on layer attack for that long and not really make any major attacks, even when you know that you held off this guy's BC rush, no problem, and he took a third base fairly quickly as he scouted with that Ling. I mean, personally, I feel like he should have done that aggression a little bit sooner, but it's no big deal. People play StarCraft, they make mistakes, and everyone in every game of StarCraft ever has at least made a single mistake. Right? Right. That's how people win games versus lose games. Someone makes a mistake. Or someone plays better. Which I guess is a more positive way of saying that someone made a mistake. Queen gonna go ahead and just do the most standard opening I can think of right now. A 1-1-1 build with a... Where are you? There you go. With a CC mixed on in. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at this this mineral right here. Kind of looks like a pylon, doesn't it? Wait. Okay, so you obviously can't see it now. Let me see if I can find another SUV holding a mineral. Yeah, look. It looks like a pylon, like the mineral's a pylon, and then like the little claws that are holding it are like the thingies around the pylon. Maybe that's how protests get their pylons, just chop the hands off of captured SUVs that are holding minerals, you know? You don't know. I don't know, you don't know, the whole world doesn't know. And okay, prediction, Reaper has been killed before the 3-minute mark. That means that Queen is gonna disconnect, and by some weird miracle of nature, we're gonna end up giving Mamba the match. Wow, that is some powerful predictions coming out. But just go and wait and see. Good enough catch there by the screen for Mamba. And let's take a look at this map for just a second while I have nothing else to talk about. King's Cove, as you can see, pretty much the biggest map in the whole map pool. There is a lot of map to love here. Now, otherwise known as a BBM, standing for Big Beautiful Map, and Korean, showing that his mech style is a little bit preferred on his side if he's opening up with mech. Maybe, you know, Tomtown, to be fair, is a pretty good mech map, so maybe just want to try it out here. But King's Cove, not a bad mech map either. I mean, you take the third base over here, you have 2 ramps to your third, so quick thirds can be very popular. Fourth base you can take over here, not over here since it's a little bit more open, but I guess you can if you really wanted to. Take it over here, put a couple sea tanks here, and you are good to go. Then again, sea tank's not the most popular nowadays in mech. All the rage is about that Cyclone Hellion style. Speaking of Cyclone Hellion style, 4 Hellions die for the low price of 6 slings. And this game, just like game number 1, has started out horribly. So, for those of you guys who are doubting me when I say Mamba has a chance against the top here, you're gonna have to reconsider, because this has been looking to be a very strong opening for Mamba again. Let's just see what he does first. Obviously, a strong opening does not mean victory. It just means strong opening. Good job. He's not going to be as pressured as he would otherwise be coming into the mid-game. Now, one last thing, aggression that Queen is going to go ahead and try before he transitions to his main strategy is going to go ahead and be this Banshee Rush. Now, did Mamba scout that? I'm 99% sure he did. Yeah, he saw that. He saw the starport. He saw the starport turning on the way, and he does have spores in. Oh, and the bench is over here. Alright, you are the... I am so good at casting, it hurts, you guys. It hurts. Yep, that's what hurts. Not my crippling incompetencies or anything. No. It's my gladiator-like awareness of the map. Anyways, Banshee Harassment is going to be the name of the game for our top again, but Korean, or Mamba, not gonna have any of it either. Not gonna have any of that once again, and he's taking no damage in this mid-game. I am liking this from top. Meanwhile, Queen is actually floating a lot of minerals. I mean, look at this. He's floating 300, and he was close to 300, more like 700-800 minerals prior to spending all of that. And look, he's still floating around 600. So macro from Queen, it's slipping up. He's missing his supply depots. He's just making a little bit of stakes here and here that you can't really be making, you know. Push is coming on into siege tanks, but a couple of marines and some banshees. But the way that Mamba's defense has been looking so far, I doubt that it's going to take too much damage from this. But Queen is so uncomfortable. He just takes it up and goes back out on another, goes back across the map. Sushi says, your voice sounds deep and robotic for some reason. That's because I killed the original Swagger and took his place, and I've not quite yet mastered his sultry, sexy, slightly accented voice. I'm going to use it, so please guys bear with me as I try and effectively take over this man's life. It's really not as easy as other movies make it seem, you know. You can't slap on a mask and stumble your way through a few social situations. It's really hard. Okay, it really is. I'm sorry, it's just... What a breadboard. Anyways, it looks to be a little similar style of gameplay coming out from our friend Top. Again, going for that cyclone pressure early, or rather that cyclone-based composition, but going for a few siege checks first. And also going to go ahead and mix in some Banshee. So look at though, it's going to be some Hyperfight Rotor Banshee with some Cyclone Hellbat mixed in. And I gotta say, the more variety of Terran units I see, the happier I am, as long as it's not Bio. Is this really weird? Like Banshees? Yeah. Banshee Cyclone? Yeah. Banshee Cyclone Hellbat? Hell yeah! Banshee Cyclone Hellbat Battle Cruiser? Top, please. I ask for one thing in my life. One thing only. Meanwhile, Mamba's game plan is coming together quite well. These super duper exposed of Evo chambers, which I hate how they're over here, are going to go ahead and finish up their 1-1 centrifugal hooks, finishing up as well as his fourth base is starting to get established. Not bad by the 8-minute mark. And I think right now Mamba's pretty much where he wants to be this game. He's making a little bit, you know, he's making a lot of army, knowing that, yeah, it just seems like a little bit too much army right now for this stage in the game. I would like to see maybe like half of this done, so we could have gotten these 10 drones, maybe one cycle earlier, but honestly not the biggest deal. Since Queen is just gonna be content to stay on his side of the map, throw down a bunch of CCs, throw down a bunch of production, and just get his mech army up. Now, what is the game plan for Mamba? This Hydroling Bane stuff is actually kind of concerning, since that's not really what you want against mech. I guess he didn't scout it out, but the Hyperfight Birder should probably give that away. He went for melee attacks too, instead of range attacks, right? I went for 1-1, so he actually did not know about the mech coming out from Mamba until now, or Queen until now, and let's see what he wants to do in response. I mean, you can't just go and bring Hydra versus this, can you? I'm pretty sure you can't. Can you? Actually, oh, gonna go ahead and kill that hatchery there, not even deny it. That's a pretty nice pickup over there. I actually do not know enough about their style to know whether or not Mingba and Hydra can work against Hellbat Cyclone. I know against Siege Tanks. No. This is hugest no-no in the history of the world, but Cyclone Hellbat, I don't know. I really don't know how that works. I think Hydras are faster, they don't take the additional damage, so you know, Ling Bane is going to be good against the Hellbats, and Cyclones can actually take care of them. So my initial instinct is that this is pretty good against Cyclones. Hellbats, but for you Terrapins out there who are thinking I'm the biggest city in the history of the world, please know that I'm doing my best. Let's see, Queen is going to go ahead. Is he planning on moving on out, or just going to try and secure this fourth base? I think he's just going to try and secure the fourth base, yeah. Sieging up in the middle of the map here. Okay. Let's just take a broader look of what exactly this entails. Does this look like a good idea to any of you? Raise your hand in chat if this looks like a good idea to push your army. Oh my gosh, if units had blink, like, Mamba would be all over that. So, look how exposed that is. Look, he sends some units over here. This is a pretty open choke point, and then you can also knock down these rocks, send up units over here, come for like biggest round of his life. His young Zerg life. That would just be insane. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Things are going to go ahead and pick out probably some Marines, because Hellbats don't bleed blood. They bleed oil and funny catchphrases, right? Oh, Hydra's going to go ahead and try and catch these Banshees, but it's not going to work. Now, this Banshee harassment from Queen, I think, is a very good choice, because Mamba has shown that he has some problems dealing with harass. And, oh, here we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. Alright, yeah, he has shown that he's definitely not amazing against multi-pronged harassment. As we can see, last game was Queen positioning. It's all just a little bit off, but hey, maybe he'll do better this game. And it seems though he is already defending the Banshees pretty well. He had some Hydras over here. I don't know where they went. This hatch is probably gonna die, but hey, who am I to judge? And here we go. Gonna go for probably a ginormous round as soon as he sees how exposed Queen is. And here we don't go. Just coming in from one angle, that's okay. It's still a pretty decent arc that Mamba's got for himself. And these units over here are really running away from these Banelings. A lot of army still left over for our friend Mamba. Meanwhile, this Speed Bench is going to go ahead and move over to the third base and get a lot of damage over there. Meanwhile, Mamba is going to keep on putting on in. This army does not kill this army very quickly. They're going to try and get right on top of it. The Hellbat are, but there's no blue flame and there's not really the numbers there. This fourth base undoubtedly going to go down to Queen is in a very strong position this game now. Pushing up this ramp to the third base is a no-no. He's morphing more baining, so I don't think he knows it's a no-no.
Your drones are under attack.
Ooh, drones are under attack. Gonna go ahead and send some non-detecting units over here to see if they can take care of that. They say we can't see shit, so they're gonna go and run back. And looks like the Mamba wants to try and break the ramp. Queen unsiege for whatever reason in his life. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it could have been, but he unsieged, and now he's going to go break the pride. Mamba's been able to take position on this high ground. He does pick up that base over there. Is he going to get another base over here? Is he going to pick up the orbital? He should. I mean, that's been, what, 2? Yeah, 2, 3. 3 CCs killed so far, and the fourth one is about to go down as well. This game has Mamba written all over it, and I think we're actually going to see Mamba take his first game all of this best of 9, which would be just insane. Just goes to show how solid a 5.6k Zerg player can actually play. Ooh, man. I gotta breathe for just a little bit. That was, ooh, nice to see. 4 Vipers on the way. I think these are gonna be the death blow for Queen. Every mech player knows that Vipers are really the point in the game where you have to be sure that you got all your eggs together. Everything is fine in the position that you want, because if you're not, oh boy, Vipers are gonna ruin you. They're gonna destroy you. And let's see what is the plan for Mamba. He's almost maxed out here. Is he gonna kill his own hatchery? He actually might just. Yeah. He's gonna go ahead and stop the suck for just a little bit, which is good advice for StarCraft, not good advice for, other things. The Vipers gonna go ahead and come forward, come back as they realize they don't want to die because there's Vikings in the air. And for some reason, Queen does not pack up and go home. But how can you? You're already on creep, the Zerg sees you. If you on siege, the same thing's gonna happen. Small counterattack of Lings again happening over here, but not gonna do much. Engagement happening, and here we go. The arc is good. The blinding cloud's even better. I think there's only 2 tanks attacking at the one, and the army gets cleaned up. GG is called, and Mamba is gonna go ahead and take game number 2 over Korean. Top the Korean. And ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the guy that says this, but looks like we got a series on our hands. I hope my voice isn't still super robotic. Let's air. And for some reason, Queen does not pack up and go home. But how can you? You're already on creep, the Zerg sees you. If you on siege, the same thing's gonna happen. Small counterattack of Lings again happening over here, but not gonna do much. Engagement happening, and here we go. The arc is good. The blinding cloud's even better. I think there's only 2 tanks attacking at the one, and the army gets cleaned up. GG is called, and Mamba is gonna go ahead and okay, that was really weird. Why did it stop working? That was not okay. Oh, okay, I think we're back now. How long has my mic been off? Okay, 20 bucks says that Sushi, like 1 minute or like 2 minutes ago, is gonna whisper to me, hey, your mic's off, fix it. Does it at least sound better? Let me see. Let me do another quick recording. Test, 1, 2, 3. Do I sound like a hummingbird bee? Alright. Recording. Test, 1, 2, 3. Do I sound like a hummingbird bee? See, that sounds completely normal to me. So, it's definitely not on my end. It may just be a stream issue. Which I can't tell what it is. I never changed my settings on Afrika, so I don't know. We'll just close our eyes and hope it goes away. Let's introduce our players. Spawning in the bottom right-hand position of Kairos Junction, representing the Terran race in this series. It is Top the Korean. Or maybe he's Top the Kiwian. Eh? Lots of vitamin C. Who knows? And his opponent spawning in the top left-hand position of Kairos Junction. Representing Alpha X, taking that last game in what I would say is pretty convincing fashion, it is Mamba. The Jolly Ranch Zerg player. The Jolly Ranch, the Apple Jolly Rancher. The Apple Jolly Ranch, the green, mean Zerg machine. I think we got it. Okay. Gonna go for not quite one base play. He's gonna take a third. Well, a natural, which would probably lead to a third, 99% of the time. But he is gonna go for this early gas with that spawning pole. So he's gonna go and aim to see if he can get a cancel on the CC on the low ground, which I absolutely adore. Either that, it could be something really weird, like a Baneling Bust, or I wouldn't guess roaches because you know there are roach builds that you can do off of this, but I think they're not as good as just doing a one-base roach Ravager build. And yeah, looks like though Mamba is gonna go ahead and start up that link speed, take the drones off of gas except for one, pretty standard stuff, and it is just going to be these pesky CC canceling lings. It's only 4 of them, and they're not taking any roundabout path just yet. Are they gonna do that now? Yeah, they are. Or maybe they were just gonna time off the Reaper, but the Reaper is scouting for it. Oh my! Are you kidding me? The Reaper just kind of went boop 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 and found the lings. That is the most heartbreakingly weird thing I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Reaper kills 1 ling, Reaper kills 2 lings. Some of the lings at least got themselves an SCV. If Queen's good, probably not. And something tells me he is a fairly competent Terran player, so just gonna ring around the rosy with that SCV, and all 4 lings die by the hands of the first Reaper before the 3-minute mark. You know what that means? That's a sign of horrible, terrible, thunderously bad omens for the Zerg player. Cracks in their base like a meringue pie, and their overlords will fall from the sky like my dreams of ever being a rock star when I was in the 9th grade. Not good for Queens. Or rather, yeah, for Mamba. But the 3rd base does go down as predicted, and more lings on the way. He's pooling lings? Which is weird. Really weird, but he's gonna keep them hidden because that's what you do with pooled lings. That by definition they are pooled, they are hidden. And the oh, maybe that's nope, just move commanded them. Alright, gotcha. I thought he was gonna kill the Reaper, which would have been great, or intercept the Hellions, which would have also been great, but no, they're just gonna go and sneak around. And actually, ooh, all of them sneak around at the same time, so they're gonna go and deny the natural for a little bit of time here. But ultimately, I don't really like it. It's not doing too much. He's going to deny mining maybe, but there's a wall up at the top of the ramp. Banings are not a thing, so they can't really bust it down all that easily. So yeah, it's going to deny some mining, but overall, come on, do the thing. Overall, I would say not super worth, especially for all the drones that he didn't make. 4 Hellbats going to go ahead. Oh, 3 Hellbats. Gotcha. No, 4 Hellbats. There we go. Otherwise known as 4 Hellions, but can't load up 4 Hellions, or rather can't load up 4 Hellbats into a medevac, but you can load up 4 Hellions because this is life, folks, and life sometimes isn't fair and doesn't make sense. Nings are gonna go ahead and catch another SCV here. That's always nice, but again, oh, supply depot has a supply drop on it. Make a baiting nest. Kill Mamba. Kill. 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 Wait, does my voice still sound deep and robotic-y? If so, I can do some great Terminator impressions later down. Okay, for those of you guys who think it's annoying, allow me to rectify that by giving you my best Arnold. I got nervous and didn't want to. Okay, actually, good defense here from Mamba so far. Queen's targeting the Hellbats, which can work. You just have to make sure you are 100% sure that you are targeting the Hellbats for a good reason and are not targeting the medevac for another good reason. But overall, dropped equals deflected. And again, top, just bouncing off Mamba this early game. You cannot phase this kid. And roaches are now marching across the map. We may be seeing a very quick game number 3, folks. 4, 5 Hellions are over there, so I'm pretty sure Mom was already suspecting that's going to be mech. Well, what a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, Celebi. Oh, I guess that's just life, folks. And the roaches, oh my god, the roaches turned back. Okay, so maybe it could have done something if the roaches didn't turn back, because the roaches would be like right here.
and he could have killed the supply dropped depot and won the game, but no, apparently didn't want to do that. Still gonna go and try and find some aggression on the opposite side of the map. You can see some Ravagers morphing on in, probably around 5 of them, because I can count to 5. Yes, guys, I know, very shocking. Sitting on 23 workers, I think Mamba knows that he is pretty much all in at this point. He's gonna see if he can not just do the damage to the Terran, if he can absolutely 100% murder his face in. Which is looking to be the case so far. 3 Hellbats don't really send that much damage. A Banshee sure as hell does, and she's gonna do some very mean things to these roaches from the sky. Now the question is not whether or not the Banshee can kill all these units. The question is how much damage is Mamba gonna do to Queen's face before that happens. And Queen almost not dodging the bios there, but is gonna go ahead and dodge them at the last second. 22 SCVs going down, more of them going down now, more Lings fighting on in. I'm gonna find as much SCV damage as he can before these Ravagers get killed. 32 SCVs is not bad. We're gonna start off with that. The analysis starts off like this. 34 SCVs, you can never really be pissed off about that, no matter where you are in the game. Now, was this a good trade for Mamba? Oh, hell yeah. He's up 20 workers. He lost his army, but most of Kameen's army is tied up in highly expensive tech units, which early on in the game are just, you know, pretty counterable if you know what to do. They're not really good standalone. They don't really pose a huge threat of killing you. Is a good word. Tech units early game don't really stand a huge chance of, you know, thing of killing you. They're just more just, you know, either you're trying to get into the mid game and get a strong position then kill them, or you're just gonna try and find some damage. And this Banshee's gonna not die. Literally 2 HP. Fun times. Alright, and it is perhaps the most ragtag team I've ever seen in my life. We're gonna have 3 Marauders, a Hellbat, and 2 Banshees try and win this game for a top. Because if not, then I really don't know what top can do. Was he droning? Oh my god, Mamba, you were droning behind this. You madman. Oh no, it's 46 and 90. Oh my gosh, is this actually how he loses? Don't. No. It can't. Not like this. Not like this. Okay, not like this. Alright, good. It's not actually going to be like that. Alright, this army gets cleaned up by the roaches and Ling, so thank god for that. My god. Topped it around the Mamba just playing with Fuego, yeah. Oh, and actually, ooh, more Hellbats over here. Is he actually still going to lose? Maybe. These Hellbats are not going contested, and actually, he may have to lose his 3rd base. He made so many drones! Ah! Kills me. He's going for another counterattack, which makes sense because right now the threat is in the air, not on the ground. So, good damage are these things finding. They probably should have stuck around and traded against the Hellbats in all honesty, but that's okay. And now the Banshees are actually starting to get a little bit scary if you can't hit low. You know how I said tech units aren't generally the things that kill you? I got some bad... Oh, Queen. You're really doing him dirty like that? Things are gonna go ahead and jump right on top of that, but not before the Banshee gets like 10 extra hit points, which, if that's worth it to you, that's okay, but yeah, my version of life is different. Hellbats complete the transformation. Queen has to be super careful, and he's making drones! Did you see that? He's at 50. Why are you still making drones? Oh, you deserve... I don't even care. You deserve to lose those drones. My goodness gracious me. I think he just doesn't know how much damage he did. I mean, maybe he was just super excited and knew he killed a lot, but maybe not exactly how much. Like, he could have made, like, no drones. Like, he could have stopped at 30 drones and won the game, you know, but, ugh, 52. 52 is not the number. That's okay, though. He does end up holding off in the end. Kameen's economy just cannot support enough aggression against Mamba to really punish him for that. And a 3rd base goes down. So, let's see what Tops does with this. What he does with it. What he does with it. And more importantly, though, let's see what Mamba does. I do have a habit of knocking him when I think he's playing too passively, or not reading the game properly. But you know, let's see what he's doing right now. He's still pretty much better than everyone right now who's watching this, almost guaranteed. But yeah. And yes, I was intentionally ignoring the Nidus network because, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. 48 workers is gonna go and throw down that Nidus network. Does he have vision? I think he does. I think he actually does have vision. He's gonna go ahead and morph that into an overseer. He has to be careful about not losing it though. Now, Banshees actually are not too bad against, well, they are. They're actually pretty bad against Nidus Worms because generally Nidus Worms have a schnitzel ton of queens in them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is actually going to be pretty horrible. Mamba is throwing it down. Now, Korean sees it right now. His army, however, is not on that side of the map. He's gonna end up picking off this hatch over here, which is great banana sauce, and there's actually no units in the 90s. Everyone, come on, get in there. And there we go. It's gonna go ahead and finally unload everything now, and Mamba's main base is getting... Sorry, Mamba's main base is fine. Korean's main base, on the other hand, is getting bombed. Now, let's see if he... Oh, queens, hello? Alright, I guess a couple of queens are gonna go ahead and go down for free. He has to be really careful with his queens. I will love to see a couple of drones coming here, because these banshees are gonna give him a hugely horrible time. 11 more ICBs going down, but look, he's droning up behind this. I think he already knows that he's not really going to be able to kill Mamba here. Oh, actually, never mind. I take that back. Maybe he can kill him. Unless he's mentioned his cloak. Because there's no detection, but they didn't. So that is... Oh, there is detection. Alright, never mind. So that's fun. 36 more SCVs going down. I think this time, after losing 30 or so SCVs, Queen is not going to come back. Everyone goes back in the Nidus into the gaping Zerg mob. Love. Roaches decide to sacrifice getting the Nidus in favor for CC damage, which, you know, I have some opinions about, but, you know, that's okay. Another Nidus going down to the natural base. I think Mamba is trying to kill Korean while going up to almost triple his worker supply. Which is, you know, one way to style on him. If that's what you want to do, I'm not going to stop you. You know, whatever makes you happy. But, yeah. A little strange to me. He's killed a lot of workers. Literally just never make another worker in this game, Mamba. If I see the number 56 ever come up over here, I will personally DDoS you. I promise. I super duper promise. Everyone comes back to the Nidus. Roaches don't make it, obviously. And they're gonna get killed by the Banshee, but they're gonna trade out. Hopefully they can get this tank pretty exposed. SV's gonna get the Hug of Life, but the Hug of Life is nullified by the Spit of Death. And Mamba's gonna kill even more SCVs as he throws down the Spire just to make sure he doesn't lose to these Banshees. I think that's an excellent choice. And top, I don't want to say you're down and out. I want to say you're dead as hell. Get out of this game. Let's go move on to game number 4. And let's not drag this bad boy out. Because he is really, I mean, 8 workers. You have to know that the Zerg has something behind this. I mean, you gotta know that he's, you know, he has a lot more than you at this point. Not even just a lot more, like 5 times more than what you... Yeah, he is tripling the supply. Granted, not the army supply, but the worker supply is just insane. SCVs try their darndest. I don't think it's gonna matter in the end. The Nidus Worm gonna pop out anyways. A couple of things spill on out. Was that worth 100? Actually, no, the price got buffed actually. So what is it? I don't know. Was it worth 2 SCVs? Maybe. I don't know. In other case, 11 mutas are gonna be the death sentence because literally Queen cannot kill them ever in this game. 100% guaranteed, number 1. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it. Where are these mutas? We can literally just control-shift follow these guys to the end of the game. And no one will say that I wasn't paying attention to anything important. Because this is really the end-all and be-all right here. I'll let the music do my casting for me. See? Told ya. GG is called, and Mamba is going to actually take game number 3, and interestingly enough, is going to have a 2-1 advantage over our resident Korean player Top. This is some strange happenings going on. GG for all. It is a best of 9, so it's the first one to 4 wins. No, it's not. It's the first one to 5, right? Yeah, first one to 5 wins. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this graph just tells the story of exactly what happened in that game. Queen... Well, Queen tried his hardest, but, yeah. Around the 6-minute and 30-second mark, let's go ahead and look over there. You know, Mamba treated out his army, and, you know, Queen had a little bit of stuff, but then, you can really see what an economy does to your army value tab, which generally is pretty affected by that. So, good games at Mamba, good games at Korean. Port Alexander is going to be the next map, and... Oh, he said Fort Alexander. They should have just named it Fort Alexander. That sounds so much cooler than Port Alexander. No one wants Port Alexander. No one wants a port. It's boring. Yeah, Fort Alexander. Like a pillow fort. When was the last time y'all made a pillow fort? I think the last time I made a pillow fort, it had to be so long ago. Maybe like... 20 million... No, I was definitely a kid. I wasn't really a pillow fort kind of kid. I was more like a under the sheets flashlight sort of kid, you know? That was more my style. Pillows were like, that's what cool kids do, and I get that, but some people, they just feel the allure of the sheets. I would like hang sheets up, have a flashlight under there, you know, put my arms up and giggle because I'm under sheets and I shouldn't be able to do that. Marvel at the space that I was having. I don't know. That was life. I don't know. Don't judge me. I'm gonna tell the lobby go, which means I am ready whenever they are ready. And we're gonna go ahead and jump on into game number 5 million. Sometimes I should just think before I say things, shouldn't I? Game number 4? Right, game number 4, because Mamba is up 2-1 against Kawaii, otherwise known as Top. And, geez, let me see. Okay, what is Top rate on a Ligulac? Let me see if a Ligulac is done being a Ligulac and can actually be a website. Nope, still loading. Okay. Where is my water? I'm gonna get a drink of water and then we'll start this game, folks. I'll be right back. Okay. We are good, folks. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. Spawning in the bottom, unfortunately, right-hand position of Port Alexander. What a wasted opportunity. Representing himself, and the Kingdom of Korea, it is Top, the Korean. And his opponent spawning the top left-hand position of Port Alexander. Representing Alpha X, it is the mean green Zerg machine, Mamba. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. This always... This right, it makes such a nice sound that I always put it on just because it makes a nice sound. And I think it's aesthetically pleasing. Like, it's super unnecessary because the supply, the names, the race, and the colors are all down here. And it just like adds extra clutter to the screen. But it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so oh, it makes my heart cry, but unfortunately, we cannot use it. Now, hatch, gas, pool, Mamba, you're boring. Korean, gonna go Rex, gas, CC, Queen, you're also boring. So you leave me no other choice but to control shift. Oh, actually, hold the phone. The SCV is actually gonna go and scout right away. Okay, that's good. I mean, we saw Mamba show that aggression last game with that Ling counter. Well, there's that early Ling cheesiness that, my God, Korean, aka Top, somehow miraculously, through some weirdness, happened to be able to go ahead and scout on out and slam down promptly. Oh my God, is he gonna put an eBay over here? That would be so cool. Oh, Korean, you would make my day. Please do it. But in the meanwhile, we're just gonna go ahead and look at the Reaper here, the prediction Reaper of the game. Let's see what happens. He's gonna focus down one Ling. He's gonna get it, I think. Yep, one Ling does end up going down. He's gonna get a second. No, just one drone boop with a KDA charge, and the rest slightly damaged. So, quite a difficult prediction. But all the spirit signs points to it being a fairly standard game. Reaper taking a couple of extra thoughts and ends the 3-minute mark with 19 health. Alright, looks like we're going to have a fairly even game. There is some slight possibility of a battle cruiser, but I think that was just some spiritual nonsense static happening. I was maybe picking up on some other games reading. So, let's see if my prediction is coming true. There's a tech lab on this barracks, and you know what? The first step to getting a battle cruiser is getting a tech lab on that starport. So hey, who knows, folks? We could be in for another battle cruiser treat. we're just gonna have to wait and see. No third CC yet, or third, bleh, no third CC, no third hatchery yet coming out for Mamba, but it does end up getting thrown down right here, so it does come down a little bit later than maybe you would have liked it, but it's still down there nonetheless. Mamba, or rather Queen, again is gonna open up with Hellions. I think he's opened up pretty much every game with Hellions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think every game he's been opening up Hellions, so obviously a style he's very comfortable with. You have to wonder if he's gonna go into Mech again, because he tried that out in pretty much every single game, and, you know, mixed results. 2-1 isn't bad. It doesn't necessarily mean you should mix up your style. Oh my goodness, what is this? Hell. 3 drones gonna go and go on down as they try to come off the line to take these Hellions on, and actually, that was like 1 or 2 good Hellion shots away from being a total and complete disastrously blunderous, horrible ending to the game for Mamba, but it wasn't. And now he's held that off, and he's only lost a couple drones, and he killed all the Hellions. So overall, another nice start from Mamba. Queen just can't find any leverage against Mamba in the early game. It kind of makes me think that maybe in the upcoming games he'll try something else, because it seems as though Hellion harassment and Banshees are not the way to go against a Zerg. I mean, he has seen it all. He has defended against it all. Except for that one game where the Banshee got like 10 kills, but that generally doesn't happen anymore. I think that first game was just a little bit of a fluke. Mamba just, you know, looked a little bit off. I think he's nice and warmed up now, so I think it's not going to work as well against him. Maybe next game I'd like to see Korean try, who knows, maybe a 2-on-1 build, but then he'd have to transition to Bio, which he hasn't practiced at all this series. Meanwhile, Mamba has tried a little bit of everything, so man, this is going to be a little hard for Korean, but we'll just have to see. Just needs to make his play a little bit more solid. It's going to do something similar to game number 2 on King's Cove, it seems, with this couple of Marines, Siege Tank, and Banshee push out, kind of looking like Protoss Army a little bit in the complexity, but we're gonna have to see if that translates to actual good pushing power. There are a lot of Queens, there are pretty much 0 Lings, so that's okay. Great positioning on this tank, the Maru tank spot that we all saw. Oh my goodness. This is going to be not... Oop. Ling's gonna go and find these, so probably should be seeing some production coming up from Mamba soon, because everyone likes to have an army. I'm here, and yeah, now we see there's Marines over there. A little bit scary. Hyperfight Rotors on their way too, so it is gonna be a mech transition, but this is looking a little bit better already. The aggression is pretty nice. Queens can't really come onto this creep. Maybe he picked up on the fact that Mamba goes for a lot of Queens early game, and well, I mean, maybe I'm overreading this, but still, I think it's a very nice touch. Queens can't really get up here all that easily, so gonna be not able to mine gas for a very significant portion of this game. Henny's gonna go and try and find some damage on these drones. Pick up 1. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Gonna go and try and cloak on him, but there is so much detection that it's not even funny. Queen's taking a little bit of unnecessary damage. They do end up killing more Hellbats. And he's making drones during all of this, because what a man in the face of danger my friend Mamba is. Queen's gonna go ahead and attack the Hellions, and now there is more than enough things to probably take this on. As long as he attacks, there he goes, gets an amazing surround, and cleans up the entire army. Good on ya, Mamba, and he takes defense to a victory. He takes a defense to a victory? What? He defends this attack from Korean fairly well, and he's making drones during all of it. That, guys, is how you know we have a good Zerg player on our hands. When they can manage that attack, they can manage their attacking units with their economy units extraordinarily well. I mean, we saw Mamba just made just the right amount of units he needed. Just the right amount, you know? And that was really cool. And now he still has a nice 71 worker advantage over Kawain. Doesn't mean he has 71 more workers, just means he has, like 20-ish more workers than him, so that's pretty good. And it looks like, though, we're going to be seeing the same thing as we saw on King's Cove. It's almost a mirror, actually. So it's going to be that Banshee, Hyperfight Rotors, Hellion, Hellbat, Cyclone strategy. My god, can I say words? Evidently not. And yeah, I'm wondering how long it's going to take Mamba to pick up on that.
Cluster.
Okay. Yeah, because he definitely...
Someone's stomping on your drones.
Someone's stomping on your drones. Yeah, definitely, he's gonna have a hard time reading this Banshees. He actually did get Hyperfight Rotors, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, there's no Banshees, though. No, there's 3. What am I talking about? I don't know. 8 meters should be able to swat that down fairly effectively, though. I'd be fine if he just made those 8 meters to kill the Banshees and nothing else. I mean, honestly, yeah, it's not too much of a commitment. And, you know, you don't really need any more mutas, otherwise you're starting to think that, hey, maybe I'll actually use these in the main engagement, and you don't want Cyclones stocking onto your mutas. You just don't, so... I think this is the perfect amount of mutas he's got going for himself over here. No Overseer, unfortunately, but just gonna see if we can find some early preliminary damage with these mutas, which, but judging by the look on these missile turrets, is probably not going to be the best. Now, some of you guys may be saying, how can missile turrets have a look? They're inanimate objects. Well, I'm talking about the man on the missile turret. The man in the missile turret. He gives the mutas looks, and that look says, wait for it, it's gonna come around. It's gonna come around. No. And so the mutas went back to their home. I'm about to sneeze, but I really can't, and it's so frustrating. Oh my gosh, this is the worst. Okay, I'm fine. 27 banelings, okay, that's your life, and you can do what you want. Muta's meanwhile gonna go ahead and try and see if I can find more damage. Gonna make this Vespine Geyser not very happy before flying on back. It is keeping the Banshees back at home, though. They're actually pretty scared to move out with these mutas just snarling their way across the map. Mutas snarl, I swear. Have you ever looked at their unit portraits? They kind of open their mouth sometimes, and it's like, and it's like, it's uncomfortable. Like, always for uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Bit base on the way for Mamba. Hyperfight Rotor Banshees actually moving across the map for Mamba. They're gonna go ahead and find this base, and oh noes. Big oh noes for Mamba, as it is going to go ahead and get cancelled. The mutas are going to fight back across, but there's no Overlord speed, so they can't really kill the... Oh, that is so sad. They can't kill the Banshees because there's no Overseer with that. And now the Hellbat army is going to go ahead and move on in looking a lot more beater, and all the... Okay, so that's why you got to set up your mech army before you really begin your engagement, because they take a while. Lynx is going to try and catch as many cyclones as they can, and they do end up doing that. That was an amazing engagement by Mamba, and a big mistake by, huge mistake by Top. Oh my goodness, did you see that? He just kind of clumped all of his Hellions together and transformed them. You know, sometimes castles make jokes like, oh, he has to, like, bunch up all of his units and, like, shift A-click on all of them, and that's how he gets back in this game. I mean, Queen did almost something like that. He just took all of his Hellbats and just put them all together in front of a bunch of Banelings and said, morph! And by God did they morph, but, they morph. They morphed straight into the ground, man. It was not a pretty sight. Creep is now gonna go ahead and start tickling the 5th base location, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably the 7th base or the 6th base location for Korean, aka Top. The creep spread is very good, but kind of asymmetrical. It's like it's like all they're on the opposite side of the map over here, and there's like little stubby McStubs over here. You know what it's like? It's like when you go to have those guys that go to the gym, and they really obviously clearly only work out their right bicep because they like it so much and it's so fun to do stuff with it. And then they'll set up like this, like rah, rah, meep. It's on the other side of their arm. There's a little, like you feel like it's not even touching their body. They can just kind of like wave it around at their like shoulder and just kind of flops all over the place, like Kermit the Frog, except with one giant bicep. Okay, it's like Kermit the Frog, but like one of his arms, the actual guy who's controlling the Muppet, he's put his own arm through. On the other hand, it's just a Kermit hand, so he's just flopping around on one side and super buff and strong in the other. Okay, we're fine. Banshee still doesn't have an Overseer with them. You would have learned his lesson by now. Does he have Pneumatized Carapace? No. Okay, so yeah. Okay, he's getting it as well as an Overseer, so I think that's good. I'm actually pretty certain that that's pretty good. So yeah. Sprokrons at this space should be able to defend against these Banshees, especially if the mutas swing on around to help the cause, which they probably will. You don't really want your Banshees taking too much damage. These girls don't really have that much HP. They have 140, which isn't bad, but yeah, ooh, actually, a lot of them are going to die over here. Meanwhile, Cyclone's going to get knocked into that hatchery, and they are going to take it down, but not before sacrificing all of their mechanical lives to do so. Ugh, Korean just not playing this game as well as Mamba. I'm gotta be honest, I was almost certain that Korean was just going to make Mamba look like a fiddle, but it is Mamba who is making Korean the fiddle. I mean, Korean's can't really, aside from game number 1, it seems like he hasn't been able to do really much of anything against Mamba. Oh my god, does he go for the hatchery? Just go for the drones. Gonna go and go for the drones here. 3, 4 drones going down. 4-ish? Yeah, only 4 drones. Who knows, maybe if he jumped on top of it all and then immediately morphed to Hellbats, he could have gotten it. But it takes so long to morph to Hellbats. But that's why you research smart servos. Oh, shoot. Oop, there we go. I know my hotkeys, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, I totally do. Yeah, look at this. Best caster NA. There we go. Okay. Is there a hive? Is there a hive? Is there a hive? Yes, there's a hive. So Mamba has some staying power in this game, even if all of his attacks go. Sorry. Even if all of his attacks go without fruit, he should be okay. Queen is actually being able to defend pretty well up here. It looks like though he's just trying to sack that early Cyclone army in favor of this more traditional mech army, which is going to just defend everything all at once. Look at this line of siege tanks. Oh, just fills your heart with terror and joy, don't it? Now, actually, Mamba gonna go in for the 100 million degree surround. Let's see if it works. 7 SCVs going down, but there is so many tanks. But you know, with there's so many tanks, they can't all really be in the same spot. So actually, he's gonna go and take out a planetary fortress over here. Piles raining down on these air units, but it's not gonna be enough. And he does end up taking out a base, as well as a couple of siege tanks. But these Banshees are gonna chase these Raptors all the way home. And I think this move right here from Kawain is what tips it from being worth it for Mamba to being 100% probably that could have gone a lot better for Mamba. He lost his entire army. Meanwhile, almost doubling the army supply is Kawain, and now he has no meters to contest these units in the air. He lost them all. And this is just getting bad to worse, as nothing's going to be able to defend this 5th base location. He's going to go and try and come in again, gets his army blown to bits. Literally to bits, because they're mechanical units. Get it? To bits. Okay. But yeah. Gonna go ahead and... man, he looks so good this game. He looks so good, but just moving into that huge line of siege tanks was just a huge, huge mistake. And then he even stayed after that. But he wants to keep pushing, even when he's down 40 army supply. I mean, let's see. Maybe he can make some magic happen. There's not too many Vikings in the air right now. I would say just around 5, because there are just around 5. Some Cyclones in production as well. Oh. Well, what do you know? The Reaper was right. They're all battle cruisers this game. Alright, Cattle Bruiser operation. Is that a Ling? Yeah, that's probably a Ling. Cattle Bruiser no, that wasn't a Ling. It was a damaged Ling because it died in one shot to the tank. Okay, so Broodlord's gonna go ahead and come on in and just lay siege to this army, as Broodlords are prone to do. This army is so flimsy, you can't force the engagement, Mamba, please don't do this. Okay, well, he's gonna go ahead and try and make it happen. Against his parents' wishes. I am his parent, and he is definitely, I do not approve at all, but it's what he wants to do, so he's gonna go ahead and move on forward. He's trading well so far, this engagement. Oh my gosh, but I'm gonna really dread when these battle cruisers come back. Speaking of battle cruisers, where are they? Okay, they're gonna go and try and do damage on the opposite side of the map, and they are gonna find it, but is it really worth it to take that much damage on your side of the map when you could have easily just defended here and then jumped and found more damage later on? Who knows? I don't have the answers to these questions, but in any case, the Terran economy is not quite in shatters, but definitely taking a beating. As soon as these battle cruisers morph on in, though, that should be the end of this push. Gonna pick up a couple more tanks, maybe another Cyclone. That bad boy does end up going down. And yeah, I don't know why he's still rallying in here. The Banshees in the air are just gonna destroy him, and he's gonna go and head on home. The army for Queen is primarily air-based now, so that is a thing. Okay, yeah, that's why you gotta be careful. God bless me. So that was actually really bad for Mamba, because now not only does he not have an army, he doesn't have an economy. Because right now it is 4 bases to 5 bases for the Terran player. And that is not really what you want to be seeing. This is also what you not want to be seeing. Okay, only 5 drones going down there. That's not too bad. Banshee's going to go ahead and get attacked by these Corruptors. Not before they find a lot of damage. And I think Kawain's army is just strong enough. There's just too much health here. Like the Corruptors can't kill all of this in there. Are you kidding me? Mama's going to call it. GG is called. And Top fights back in game number 5. Game number 5? No, that was game number 4. Yeah, and game number 4, tying the series up 2-2. Pretty tit for tat so far. Definitely what we like to be seeing out of our StarCraft players. Looks like though we have some new viewers in the chat right now. Guys, thank you so much for tuning on in. And also, while I have you here, it's time to show a little love to the people who make all of this possible. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, did you know that Bubba Burger is the #1 branded frozen burger in the United States? Please try all 8 of their burger varieties as well as their other great new additions now, while you still can. Bubba Burger, folks. You'll never bite a burger better than a Bubba. And trust me, they actually are pretty delicious. I promise I'm not just saying that because, oh, sponsor, of course you have to say it. No, they really are good. I try them. You get them in these frozen packs of like 12. You just slap them on the stove, you turn them over, you slap them again, you slap them off of the stove as soon as they're done, you slap it on a bun, you take them on the bun, you slap it on top of that, you take some ketchup and you slap it on top of that, you take your girlfriend and you gently caress her head and feed her a bite, and she goes, wow, did you make that? And you wink at her and say nothing, because you don't spoil the moment. You just enjoy the Bubba Burger. Anyways, we're rolling on into year 0 right now. Also, they sent me all this swag, and I'm so happy I have it. Look. They sent me this coaster too. That's also a bottle opener, and that's really cool. And they also sent me these glasses. Look, guys, I know. You thought the hat was good. You thought the coaster was good. Y'all ain't never seen no damn Bubba Burger glasses. Are you? I mean, guys. Seriously? I mean, really, come on. Does it really get any better than this? Is this not the pinnacle of human achievement right here? Like, literally, someone can bust into my room and say, you're gonna die right now. And I'd be like, good. Because my life just goes down here from now. Literally, like, this is the pinnacle of my life. Whew. Let me read this. Made in Ningbo, China. Rock and roll. And has UV 400 protection. That's 400 times better than your average sunglasses. UV 400 protection. My god. Anyways, Mamba has requested a quick 2-minute break. And I think that's good. We're around halfway through the series right now. It's been like an hour and a half, so we may have an hour and a half left to go. Such is life. That's okay. Hour and a half, all alone, talking to a camera in my musty, muggy attic. That's okay, it's fun. I am going to send my friend a super quick text. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to tell what's happening. But suffice it to say that we've picked up some memes from our friends over at Alpha X Latin America. And I'm just going to text her one of those. The most famous of them, one being the Se la come meme. And that's just... So right now my friend texting me Maddie Se la come. And I'm like, ooh, I gotta think of a proper response to that, so... gotta think of something spicy. Oh, wait, Mamba's ready? Oh, okay, that wasn't even 2 minutes, are you kidding me? No, that wasn't even 2 minutes, that was like a minute-ish. Whatever. I'll let her have the last laugh on this one. She needs it anyways. I don't. I have nothing to prove. Loading on up into year 0. Our Ligulac is loaded back up as well. Let me see if I can finally get some statistics on top. Let's see. Maybe it's just gonna load forever, maybe it won't. Guys, who knows? But let's go ahead, let that go, and just introduce our viewers after we switch to the in-game overlay, because I really suck at doing that sometimes. Okay. Spawning in the top left-hand position of year 0. Representing Alpha X, it is a mean green Zerg machine, Mamba. And his opponent spawning in the top right-hand position of year 0. Representing him, himself, and he, the red Terran player, Korean. Otherwise known as Top. Mamba is gonna go ahead and go for another early aggressive build, which you wouldn't really expect on year 0, because taking a look at year 0, no, I'm not gonna show you this giant, scary alien monster. Everyone's seen it a billion times. It has nothing. Everyone knows it's there. But oh my god, look at the tentacles, the tendrils coming. I just kind of want to. Don't you want to grab him and give him like a little tug? Like no homo, Amon, or anything, but I mean, god damn. Oh, you can. Oh, he makes noises. Did you hear that? He went like. I'm pretty sure that's his way of saying no homo. I think. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds uncomfortable. We're gonna move away over here. Okay, so Year Zero, extremely pretty, extremely beautiful map. It's my favorite map of the entire map pool, just because of the textures alone. And also, it's a very unique map. You know, people remember Year Zero a lot, not just because, like people will remember Kai Junction and Port Alexander maybe, but like Year Zero is definitely one of those maps that you're like, yeah, it had the big giant squid dude on the north-hand side. It was a very unique map texture-wise. Like, I don't think there's ever been a map that really had this sort of style going on to it. Look at these. Look at this color scheme right here. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? So much effort went into this, and I love it. Oh, actually, it's gonna be a Marine coming out for, after Reaper? Units? I wasn't paying attention, sorry. No, it was Reaper and then Marines, but actually there's no, Lings coming out for Mamba. It's actually going to be straight to a layer. Oh. A what? What's this? Oh, actually, 2 Lings managed to give the Reaper the old slipperoo, and it is going to go ahead and just delay the CC by a little bit. Ooh, chase, no, get the Marine, get the Marine, get the Marine, get the Marine, get the Marine! If you get the Marine, then you can get the SCV later. Not gonna do it. Come on, just kill the SCV. No, that's okay, Mamba. What's important, though, is that Korean is not understanding this. And look, the Reaper actually went back because he thought the Lings were gonna focus on the Marine. And then that would have just been a hassle and a half. Roach Warning is going to finish on up as well as a layer. What is he planning? Is it going to be Roach speed? There's no real reason. It's going to be a... Yeah, okay, that's going to be my next guess. The Nidus Network. Love to see it. Yeah, it's going to be Roach Nidus all in. Wow. So, gonna play a very explosive game here in this game number 5. Reaper not coming across the map for the first 40 seconds of the game. To me, the spirits say that that means that he's gonna get bonked by something that could have been easily avoidable had he seen what was going on in the main base of Kauai. He's gonna jump up. Wait. Did Mamba know that the Reaper could jump up over here? Cause he had his queens over here, like 2 queens over here. He was like, man, you're not gonna scalp Magnitus, but like he just jumped in over. Did he know that? I refuse to believe that he didn't. And actually, the Night Worm is gonna go ahead and finish on up. So let's just go ahead and see what happens here. There's a bunch of roaches in the main base of Mamba now, and it's just uncomfortable for everyone. This is a Nidus rush in the pure sense of the word. He's trying to get down another Nidus Worm, but these units are blocking it, so he can't. Oh, that's actually super horrible. He could have had another Nidus by now. Alright, so 12 SCVs going down, and it's going to go up to 17, 18, 19, 20. It's good damage so far, and the roaches still aren't dying. The siege tank finally pops out after what feels like an eternity. One last SCV going down. 24 SCVs killed during this rush. And these are all the SCVs that Korean has left. Now, guys, you all know the drill. Mamba's gonna go up to 50 workers and then almost die to like 3 marauders across the map. Right? But hopefully something like that doesn't happen. He's making some drones. That's okay. That's fine. I'm fine with him going to like 30. This is fine. Still okay. As long as he just produces units from now on, I think he'll be okay. I think he may be overestimating how many workers that Queen could possibly have during the beginning portions of this match. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and pick up a Marine. Just some super cutesy micro here. I like this a lot. Nope, now I have to get back in. Into the Zerg Womb of Comfort. The Womb of Comfort. Yeah, Nidus Room. Same here. I mean, I just totally killed that joke. My god. It had eyes. Oh my god, did you see the eyes? Holy shit. He's making more drones! Ladies and gents, I think we have a man who never learns in our midst. That's okay, though. Literally, there's like nothing that Coin is making that can make up for this. He has 3 CCs, which I guess is fine. And actually, come to think of it, there's not that much army. You killed a decent amount of army. Does he know that there's 3 CCs? No, he doesn't know, but like, still, it's kind of a big map. You can't really just walk your units across the map and kill them. And besides, it's notoriously hard to kill a Terran. Why take the risks, right? So, yeah, just gonna drone up for now. Then again, why also take the risk of making 0 attacking units for like a couple of minutes after a huge rush was held off. I mean, right? But is it just me? Am I the asshole here? I think I'm just being the asshole here. I'll stop. Now up to 4 drones here and 4 drones. Oh, actually more more SCVs there than I thought. So Queen is gonna say to himself, I'm gonna macro out of this, which is entirely not impossible as a matter of fact. I mean, 25 workers is workable. You can do things with that, especially since Year 0 is a small map, and it's kind of easy to defend. Not super easy to defend this map, but, you know, you get a third base, and there's a couple of ramps that you have to work with. But we probably don't have to worry about that since the Nidus Rum's coming up into the main base. It has a lot of armor. Can it die before it finishes? Nope. Nope. Well, technically, yes. And it is going to go ahead and go down. That's a little unfortunate. Marines see this over, and they're like, oh, no you don't, buddy. Oh, get out of here, you old buckaroo, oh you. I mean, it's actually kind of nice to see like how much damage that those Nidus Worms can actually take. But with that moving across the map, I actually don't think there's any DPS left in this army to kill the Nidus Worm. Those things have so much armor now. It's like, what, 3? They have 3 armor? They have like 3 or 4 armor? Look, the Marines only doing 1 damage each. Look, less than that, because like they're doing like a fraction of a damage each. So they have a lot of armor. Wait, no they're not. Their animation attacks differently than when they actually attack. It's gonna go ahead and pop in out. There's literally no units there. Gotcha. Oh, it was a distraction. Oh my god, you're so smart. Mamba, you're so smart. Never change. Okay, this is less smart. Why would you do that? Oh my god. Oh my goodness, he just lost 21. What? What? Mamba, no! He had 8 workers at the beginning of the game. How could you? Okay. So basically, he took 2 mineral lines and just kind of A-moved them onto 2 medevacs full of Stim Marines. So, yeah, that'll just about do it. That'll do it. Oh my gosh. I think, yeah. Okay, so this goes back to me being mad that he made way too many drones. It's kind of a funny thing. You make 10 drones, and that causes you to lose 25 sometimes. And now, you're equal on workers with the Terran, and you're equal on bases. The Terran is like muling like crazy. And there's so much on. And look, you even lost some units in the whole process. That was really sloppy by Mamba, but that's okay. He's not out of this game just yet. I would say it's roughly even. Very, very roughly. Very, very, very roughly even, but, you know, roughly even. But Kawan now is forced into playing, maybe not forced, but he's playing Bio now. And this is the first time we've seen pull up Bio this entire series. Obviously, you can't go mech every single time unless you're Gumiho. You have to mix it up every now and then unless you're super duper... Fine. Unless you're super duper confident with your abilities. 1 Murder Mine does not kill a Muta, right? No, one Murder Mine does kill a Muta. Never mind. So loses a Muta, gets a Murder Mine. Never a good trade for the Zerg player. And yeah, now Coin's gonna go ahead and move on out again. There's 2 Banelings. Okay, if these Marines would move command, that would have just been delicious, but unfortunately it was not the case. And now 25 to 41 total army supply, and most of that is as mutas. Oh, he's trying to burrow. Did he see that? Did Queen see that? I think he saw that. Yeah, he totally busted. Oh, totally busted. Wow, that was a little bit too obvious. Look, he's desperate now. He's trying this weird burrow tactics to try and kill the army. Look how pitiful this army is. Is he actually gonna lose this game? I think he actually just might lose this game. He's gone up to 52. Again, he's kind of made a little bit too many drones here. Make a drone, lose 20 as a result, right? But he's going to go ahead and try and move on forward. For some reason, these Marines are thinking that he can't take the fight, but they obviously can. GG's called in Queen, aka top of the Queen. It's going to take game number 5. That was a little bit of a frustrating game if your name is Mamba. You do so much damage, you do so much, and you then immediately afterwards, you just kind of roll over and die. Because, oh my god, that was so, good. Look at this. So this, where was the Nidus? The Nidus was right here. Nidus was right there. Workers active. Look, this happened, and then look, as soon as this happened, he just kept making so many drones, and then he attack moved them all into a bunch of freaking stem medevacs around 8. And like he barely lost anything, and he lost a lot of his mutas too. This was a hedge. Like, I'm doing all this. Imagine how Mamba must be feeling. That's a hard thing, a hard loss to come over, especially being so far ahead. And oh, the dinosaur, maybe if we got down a little bit earlier in that main base, we saw I was getting blocked. There's a lot of things that I'm pretty sure that Mamba did not like about that game, but you gotta shake it off. It's 2-3. You can still win this. There's a lot of money on the line. Let's see what you can do, right? And these Marines are thinking that he can't take the fight, but they obviously can. GG's calling Queen. No, sorry about that. Little weird blah, 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 happening over there. And actually, okay, so we can get tops performance from Illegal Act finally. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Rock and roll. Why does it say games over here? Is that like games per day? Yeah, I think that's like games per day or something. Alright, so anyways, top race, Terran, country, South Korea. Everything sounding pretty much in order. Now he's ranked 124th in the world and 40th in South Korea. A little odd. A lot full name Kim Jong-hoon, aka GG's SC2, Korean, as we know right now, and Chopa. And oh, actually, he is 9 years older than he is 28. So dang, actually a little bit of an older boy over here. But yeah. Wait, he's ranked 124th in the world, right? What am I ranked in the world? Let me see. Let's see. Find Swaghar. Alpha X Esports. So he's number 124 in the world. Number 40, South Korea. Number 124. Number 40. I'm just gonna go ahead and let that load for 2 years. Looks like though we are going to be going on to Cyber Forest for the next map. A little bit of a shorter one. A little bit of an itsy bitsy popsakini map coming up for the next game. Which will be interesting to see. I'm honestly kind of worried for our friend over here at Alpha X Mamba, because he does have a tendency to make way too many drones, and that is not what you like to see when you're going on a smaller map. However, he also does kind of like to mix in that aggression, so that's actually what you kind of want to see on a smaller map. So who knows, guys? Who knows? Let's see. He's gonna go ahead and invite me, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Alright, here we go. My page loaded up, so we are number 386 in the world, which I don't think that's horrible. I just don't play that many games a day, that's the problem. I just need to play more. Yeah. I've been taking a little bit of a hiatus here recently, so gotta make sure. Oh, excuse me. Gotta make sure we get back to practice, and we have not been able to play a game in a hot minute here. So we're gonna see if we can get back to that soon enough. I am ready, so I'll say go as to not make my fellow teammates wait on me being an idiot. There we go. My first match. Oh, my last match was in February? Really? Has it been that long? Well, I guess I did have friends over, and then I didn't play for a while. Man, it has been a while. Jeez Louise, papies, mamies. The bee's knees. I'm gonna get back to playing. And apparently I've played 31 matches. Alright, so obviously some not correct stats here. Yeah. But yeah, I think that first match, November 15th, 2015, that was 4 years ago, guys. Well, like 3.5 years ago. But dang, it's been a while. It's kind of fun looking at your Ligulac page, you know? I'm gonna look at Cyril. Not Cyril semicolon, just Cyril. From NC Esports, yes. Oh, players, that's right. Spawning the bottom right hand position of Cyber Forest, representing him, himself, and he. It is the pink Terran player, Kawayan. And his opponent spawning the top left hand position of Cyber Forest, representing Alpha X. It is the mean green machine of Zerg. Damn it. It is Mamba. Let's see. Sarah's played 850 games. Nope. Oh, offline games. I think they're talking about online games, maybe? Like offline, like LANs? Maybe that's the matches played thing. Yeah. He's actually ranked number 2 in the world, the first non-Korean. Who's ranked number 1? Is it Maru? It's probably Maru, right? Yeah. Okay. Cyber Forest, TVZ. Queen versus Mamba. Who do I want to win? I think I want Kawine to win, because if Kawine wins, then that means I can go to sleep sooner. Ha 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 ha. No, but really though. No, I'm kidding. It's only 8:40 here. I've been trying to wake up at like 5:30 though, because I'm trying to be super strong, healthy man and go to like the gym and wake up at like 5:30 because I'm an idiot. But that has just been harder than some very not appropriate things that are also extremely hard. So we have to start to go to sleep early. Well, that's okay. I'll just let us lose a little sleep. It wouldn't be the first time. Alright, I think after this, yeah, we're probably gonna go ahead and head on over to the land of lullabies. Queen, Reaper, popping on out. Gonna go ahead and just rock and roll across the map for now. Scouting out for those additional lings if there are any trying to sneak around the map. Not gonna find any so far. Seeing if there's any proxy hatcheries. No, doesn't seem to be. So Mamba, or rather Queen, taking a rather cautious approach to this game. Doesn't want to make any silly mistakes, not do anything silly-willy. You know, but that is going to allow Mamba to take his third base fairly unmolested if his drone goes down, and it does indeed. So, nice little thing there for Mamba. I'm not going to say it's going to win in the game, but it's going to win in the game. Creep Tumor can't really go down. First Creep Tumor is always the most important of the entire game, and yeah, it is going to go ahead and live just fine. It's an armored unit, in case you wanted to know. In case you look how weird this looks. Like when I select the Creep Tumor, like this looks fine, this looks fine, this looks fine. This just kind of looks weird, right? I think it's like the bolding of the holes and the things and the stuff, because you know that. See, this is like how the Queen looks. That's how the Creep. That. Am I the only one who thinks that's weird? Are you guys thinking I'm weird and stupid and boring and annoying for pointing that out? I'm really sorry if you do, but like, it needs to be said, right? I think it needs to be said. Oh shoot! Did he lose the Creep Tumor? Yeah, he did. Wow. Was that you? I think that was you. Good job, Reaper. Able to pick off a Creep Tumor. Not bad at all. And as you can see, more... Oh, actually just one Reaper, one Hellion. For the time being, actually making a lot of Marines is our friend Kawine as he goes for that Cloak Banshee as well. Doesn't cancel Cloak, just kind of wants his Cloak Banshees in general. I think he's going to go for another Marine tank push. That actually might be what this is. I've seen him do it a couple times, so... You know, let's see if that's what he wants to do. And looks like that's what it is. As soon as he gets unsupply blocked. There you go. Meanwhile, Mamba, fairly standard schmandard stuff going on. Layer's a little... I won't even say a little fast. This is like nothing to be concerned about at all. No Weaver Chambers as of yet, but that is A-okay. Just content to drone on up for now. Make some more queens, make some more drones, make some more creep, then make some more drones again. Such as the life of a Zerg player. That's the fun part about playing Zerg, you know? You always got something to do. Sometimes when I'm playing Protoss, I'm just like, oh, I guess I'll look at all my bases one time. You know? You kind of have those moments, but Zerg is always like, oh crap, my creep. Oh crap, my injects. Oh crap, my spores. Oh crap, my opponent. Oh crap, my overload placement. Oh crap, my injects. Oh crap, my army positioning. Oh crap, my scouting. You know, they're always just crapping. So if you're always actually doing something, I would say Zerg is for you, you know? Protoss is more like the race. I know like none of these players are Protoss. None of them are. But Protoss is kind of like the race where you set everything up perfectly, so you just, whenever this amazing thing player comes after you trying so hard in their perfectly timed attack, you just kind of make them look the fiddle, you know? Oh, actually, Queens are going to go ahead and find this Banshee. Absolutely going to take it down. Good job there. And, oh, actually, is it going to get this SCB? That would be pretty big. Is it good? But, yeah. Alright, gonna go and delay that 30cc just a little bit, and now also Kawhi knows that it's gonna be constructed on the low ground, and yeah, I like this a lot from Mamba. Mamba's gonna go and hide these units over here as his SCV tries to finish it on up. These units, Lings are gonna come on in and probably gonna get the cancel. There's no units here. These units are in the midway of the map, so 100% gonna get the cancel on this third base. Absolutely amazing play from our friend. Oh, Mamba, that... Like, why didn't someone just build the CC here? It doesn't even take that much time to, like, float it down, right? I digress. Queen's attack is going to do pretty much nothing, because a million beings morph on in, there's Queens to stall, and he's not... Actually, losing these things actually might trigger the attack, but Queen is playing extremely carefully. He doesn't want to step onto creep. I think he could have maybe done it, but just setting up on this ramp is so dangerous. You can get, like, a nice, you know, not quite 360, but like a 200-degree surround. Maybe 201. The 201 surround on the high ground. Just the name invokes fear, you know? Anyways, Queen trying to find... Oh, that's a little funny, funky little ramp there. Trying to find some place to send his attack. Mamba probably lulled into a fake sense of security as he thinks push is almost over. He says, no? Alright then. Glug, 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 glug. Come on! Now he's gonna go ahead. Roll on into the army, blow it all up. Straight to Valhalla, all these guys go. And now these Marines in the back are 100% certain that they're gonna die, but gosh darn if they're not gonna take a couple of Queens with them. And actually looks like though they are not gonna take a couple of Queens with them, so never mind. Great deflection by Mamba. Horrible macro behind it, unfortunately. No injects on any of these hatcheries. Oh, there we go. Some injects not going down now. Floating 1,300 minerals at this point. I am a very strong proponent of just throwing down a macro hatch if you're at this point, or like another hatchery just in general. I mean, are you really gonna spend through 1,000 minerals like that, even if your injects are on point? No, right? So, or maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I don't play Zerg. Link's gonna go ahead and find some damage over here. Gonna see if they can pick off a Cyclone. Probably can. That's a lot of Links to lose, and they don't even get it. Just one hit. It's one hit away. Get it? Oh my God, that was. Oh, because there was a Hellion here too. I didn't see that. Both of them were extremely low. Literally 2 more Lings. Bap, bap, and they're dead. Ugh. That's a little frustrating if you're a Mamba, but that's okay. That's just okay if you're Korean. Gonna go ahead and do that same Hyperfight Rotor Banshee Cyclone Hellbat strategy he has been favoring so much when he goes mech. And I gotta say, I am a pretty big fan. Mamba, you know, one way to test, one way to really put a lot of pressure on somebody is to, one thing that I really like when Terrans do against other people is send them not only aggression, because Terrans are always expected mainly to be the aggressor, but to send them weird kinds of aggression that maybe their opponent hasn't felt before, that was just a little bit off. And I feel like that kind of aggression is really the best kind, you know, because they're like, the more uncomfortable you can make your opponent, the more, okay, yeah, you can do that, the more, you know, the better, right? So, I like this style. It's pretty unorthodox, you don't really see it all that often, and you have a lot of moving parts to juggle as the defending player. And you don't get a lot of practice on it, doesn't matter, so definitely eager to see how well Mamba can go ahead and deflect this from Queen. For now, he's just content to stay on layer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, staying on layer. He has an infestation pit. And yeah, okay. Good job, me. Gonna go straight up to Hive as soon as that infestation pit is called out to my attention, because that is my life. Floating around 800 minerals. Gotta really focus on spending all that money. There's so much money. Ah, he's up to 1,000. Oh my gosh, what is he gonna spend his money on? Like, what can, like, Banings? No, you're getting a Hive. You kinda wanna save some of those. Ooh, a little bit of a waste there. Banning trying to knock down this supply depot wall. Just a couple of shots off, unfortunately. Not going to find too much damage there. And Hyperfight Rotor Banshees are going to be able to find that hatchery. An excellent pick off by Queen. Now moving on into the main base. No Overseer over here. And Mamba, he saw those Banshees fly up there. He didn't want to go to the main. Seems a little reckless. I don't know. Sending all of his Hydras up there to go ahead and deal with that nonsense. Meanwhile, they're going to go ahead and see if they can pick up the infestation pit, which they probably can. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, did you see all those Hydras just on that infestation pit? Literally like a couple more shots and they would have been toast. Look at this! He's gonna get it! Oh no, I told you he was gonna get it. Mainly because all these Hydras attacked at once. Look at this. Top wants it. And he's gonna get it. I want it. I get. Oh no, he missed. Okay, no, yeah, he's gonna get it. Oh, what a life! What a life! 4 bases to 4 right now. Mamba, despite the excessive abundance of minerals and lack of severe map pushing danger from Kawayan, for lack of a better term, he's not really taking this 5th base just yet. He needs to really, I would say, even throw down another base right now. I mean, honestly, this one's probably gonna get cancelled by Speed Banshees anyways, you know, or this 1 Jillion Hellion hit squad. Is he gonna see it? Is he gonna respond? Not responding just yet. He's hearing the scan. The Terrans are moving on creep. Still no response. Come on. Come on. There we go. Finally does end up responding. But this 4th or 5th base is now in a decent amount of jeopardy over here. And this base is actually going to go down as well. Yeah, good target fire by Kawayan there at the last second. This base is going to get saved. Fortunately, the Baneling's actually coming for the flank. Mamba is so good at doing that kind of stuff. I love it. Oh my gosh, how many Hellions was that? That was like 20 Hellions? No exaggeration, right? That was a lot of Hellions. Yeah, okay. Now Smart Servers is going to go ahead and be upgraded. Just for the hell of it, you know, I don't really know. It doesn't seem too useful to me, but hey, you know what? Why not just get all the upgrades you can when you have all the money in the world? Farmless doesn't really have all the money in the world. Whatever. Lots of baitings morphing on in, and I think Mamba wants to push. He thinks it's his time to go. Good spread on the siege tanks over here, though. I would be a little concerned if I were Mamba pushing on into this. He's able to see it all out, though. You know, he saw that there were tanks in pretty good positions. I think he should just go for a couple of adducts, but he wants to go for the blinding clouds. He wants to fight, and he's gonna get a couple of good ones. Pulled actually some tanks into the blinding clouds themselves, which is pretty cute, but I'm not sure about this engagement. Those bailings are crashing on into doors, which, you know, technically not illegal, but probably shouldn't be happening. And yeah, that's the power of mech, folks. That was not a good engagement from Mamba at all. Top easily cleaning up that army with all those siege tanks. I really think he should have just gone for a couple of abducts there, played the long con, but instead he forced the fight, and now he's finding himself down 20 armor supply against the mech. Now Quine, of course, struggling for money. He's not super duper rich, mainly because he just made 2 battle crews. I mean, of course it's gonna spend a lot of money. Stagger, come on, what are you talking about? 4 more Vipers on the way. Mamba's economy is looking not so great at the 13-minute mark. Really not where it needs to be against the Terran player. This 2-speed Banshees can actually probably wipe out the entire mineral line if Mamba's not careful. But yeah, it's having a lot of problems with these girls. And yeah, at the same time, a couple of Hellions moving over here. This is what I was talking about. Mamba gets taxed really easily, and these Hellbats are going to trade spectacularly versus the Zerglings. All of them run away in sheer terror, as they do not want that evil upon them. 15 more drones end up going on down. And inject on that hatchery is what is going to be the order of the day for those queens. Can you see him? No, I can't really see those Banshees. Yeah. No Overseer either. At least no Pneumatize. I think you should get Pneumatize Carapace is so inconvenient. Rather, when you don't have it, it's so inconvenient, especially against speed Banshees. You really need that detection super quick. But yeah, equal supply on the Mecking Terran, especially when they're going for battle cruisers. This is starting to look pretty nasty. I think Queen is in no rush to win this game. There, throws down more production. He just wants to get a bunch of BCs and just walk over Mamba. And honestly, when that point of the game comes, I'm not sure there's much Mamba can do about it. You can see he's like, Queen is taking the next step up from his army, the natural progression, what you want to be going towards. Now that you have the money to get the higher tech, Mamba is making the same army. He's like, I'm gonna run to the same thing again, but this time I'm gonna do it better. And yeah, it just does not bode super well. Viper has to be super careful. There's, you know, even if they don't kill the hatchery, the speed Banshees could finish it off pretty quick, easily, you know. Whew. I don't know though. I think it's gonna try and bank on one last big attack, cause it's just Hydra, Ling Bane, you know, Viper. The Mecking Terran player is only gonna get more and more advanced as time goes on. But when has one last big attack against a fully maxed out Terran player on mech, no, the last ever worked? You know, it just seems like it's doomed from the start, a doomed idea. But we'll see. Maybe he'll have an amazing engagement. Maybe he's gonna abduct a couple of these BCs. Maybe they don't have tactical jump, but they absolutely 100% do. Funny story, you can actually see where BC's tactical jump to. I think it shows it on the minimap, like as red. Yeah, they show it as like red or something if you've been attacking them especially. I don't know, I just know that you can see them on the minimap, because I saw it a while ago. I don't remember where. I think it was on... Funnily enough, I think it was on the really old map, Vonnie Research Station, that I saw that happen. Which is really weird. My brain is weird. I don't know. How many BCs do we have in the air right now? 6? Can I get a 9? We're gonna have 9 after these 3 finish on up. 1, 2, 3. This one does not have a tech type just yet. I think as soon as these finish on up, I mean... I don't even think these Hydras alone could kill that many BCs. I mean, they probably could. How many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Minus 4 is 20. So he has 20. Can't any Hydras beat 10 BCs? I don't really think so. But yeah. Okay, those Vipers are really good. But again, this is more like... I would love to see this army just abduct this over time. Like, I know Scarlet When she plays against mech, she really just likes to go in, grab her units, get out, go in, grab her units, get out, go in, grab her units, get out. Not really in any sort of rush whatsoever to force an engagement, and eventually the Terran just gets so low, he loses so much money that he just dies, you know? Gets rolled over. But that does not seem to be what's happening here. Not a tactical jump from these BCs, they're gonna go and save that for the retreat. Never really know in these stages of the game how the Zerg can lock you down. BCs on every which side of the base, of the map for Mamba, just doing so much damage. I mean, that Hatchery's going down, Hydra's going down, unable to contest these bad boys in the air, which have +1 in the... No, that's +2 in the air, and +3 on the ground. Did they combine ship plating? I forget, actually. Wait, no. That's vehicle. I forget. Oh shit, I'm totally forgetting about whether or not they merged the upgrades or not. Oh my god. Oh my god, why don't I remember? Oh, that's bad. Oh, that is a bad thing to forget right about now. Anyways, 26 drones going down. He's still at 70, but that means he had to spend a lot of money. And look, he's just gonna end up losing more and more and more. Kawain, where is this? Why are you doing this? I mean, I guess when you're this far ahead, you can really do anything you want, but still. Kind of weird. More CCs going down. I mean, 6 more Corruptors are on the way for Mamba, so it's not like he's not trying. It's just gonna be quite the challenge to win this game. With this many Vipers, I almost feel like they're pretty useless against BCs, because Parasitic Bomb doesn't stack anymore. Oh my god. Why don't I know these things? Oh my god. I think Parasitic Bombs stack, but not on the same target. No, wait. They stack. I remember they changed it, and they had something to do with stacking. I don't know now. No, yeah, they definitely do stack. Parasitic Bomb definitely does stack, but it's not going to do damage versus the BCs in all honesty. It's really going to be the Corruptors that are going to go ahead and face the burden of actually DPSing these guys down, and along with the Hydras, and that is going to be quite the challenge, especially since there's so much more Terran to chew through. Where is it? Where's his army? Okay, so there's siege tanks over there. Yeah, okay, so I forgot. BCs take up a lot of supply. Units right now, it's just 13 BCs? 30, that is so much supply. That is like almost all of his army supply, and like the rest of it is just some tanks and a Viking here and there. Wow. Okie dokie. That's a scary army. Alright, but the Corruptors are gonna go ahead and find... This is enough Corruptors that you definitely do have to respect it as a BC player, so he's gonna go ahead and jump back home. Maybe Mamba can actually find something. He's gonna go ahead and pick up this base. If he keeps on expanding consistently, take some good fights against these BCs. Who knows? He knows there's no tactical jump on these BCs for now. Maybe a couple of well-tended ducks could get him back into this game. I mean, just really what he needs to do is build a bank, but resources lost tab is just looking pretty devastating so far. That doesn't mean he can't win, it just means it's another hurdle that Mamba has to overcome. This ship weapons, ship plating. No, this is ship weapons. No, this is vehicle weapons. That's his air weapons. That's vehicle plating. But there's no... No, wait, that's air plating. Which can also be vehicle plating. I don't know, guys. Please let me know. I have no idea. I'm so lost. I'm so sorry. I know Parasitic Bomb stack. I remember now. They definitely do stack. But that's not the point about. The point about is that BCs are everywhere on this map, taking out all the bases they can. They're gonna go and tactical explode a couple of things, waste some of that Viper's energy. Hashtag waste his time. And oh, is that a bug? Yeah, they still have the Parasitic Bomb animation on them, even though they jumped. That's pretty cool. Is that just gonna stay like that? That would be so cool if it just stayed like that for the rest of the game. Look how cool that looks. Okay, we're gonna check back on these bad boys, but I already think that they should have been gone a long time ago. I think they should just Yamato the Hive and leave. Yamato the Hive and leave. Yamato the Hive and leave. He wants to Yamato the units. That's a little riskier though. Like he's gonna lose one BC. Yeah, one BC. Or this BC. Yeah, look, they still have the... Oh, now they're getting mind controlled actually. And they're gonna start to focus down each other. Some of them didn't have Yamato though. Ooh, this is pretty good, but yeah, not really good for that long. Look, guys, it's a bug. We discovered something new. Valkyries just keep the parasitic bomb texture on them if they warp away. That's really cool. Wow. Discover something new every day. Somebody clip that. Kappa. Oh wait, both don't make sense. Okay. Because this is a Freaka. I don't think a Freaka does clip, so nothing to be gained there. I gotta stretch. My god. Ugh. Alright, top put on match point against our friend Mamba. Gonna have to wait and see what Mamba wants to do. I don't know. I think aggression works really well for Mamba. Because these longer games just give Kawain more and more time to exploit the mistakes that Mamba makes. Like, you know, sometimes he just can't keep up with the multi-pronger acts from top. Sometimes he just kind of has a problem judging where he is in the game. I mean, compared to how top does it. So I would like to see some aggression coming out from Mamba, definitely. Alright, I gotta give my voice a little bit of a rest here. I can feel it starting to get a little bit screw as we move on to hour number 2 of our tournament. So, guys, don't go anywhere. The final game, potentially, of Top versus Mamba will resume, start momentarily. Don't touch that dial. Rock and roll. Let's see. No, wait. Yeah, let's see. Okay, good. Because it is Korean 4, Mamba 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because we went through all the maps in the map pool, didn't we? Didn't we? We went to Automaton, we went to Cyber, we went to Cars, we went to King's Cove. We did not go to New Repugnancy. Ooh, yeah, we didn't go to New, but we went to Port, we went to User. There's 7 maps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and this is game 7, so that's weird. We should we have gone to New Repugnancy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I think we're making a mistake. I think we didn't go through every map in the map pool yet. And this is game number 7, so it should be a New Repugnancy. Uh-oh. I'm telling Blizzard on you guys. Not really. Mama didn't raise no squealer. Yet. Okay. I think I'm fine. Brain's a little cloudy, but I don't think that's ever stopped us before. You can tell by looking at my casting that, yeah, it's definitely never stopped me before. It seems like my brain has been perpetually cloudy, as it seems. But let's go and just introduce our players. Spawning in the top right hand position of Year Zero, representing Alpha X. He's on the ropes. Can he bring it back? It is the mean green Zerg machine, Mamba. He's currently down 2-4 to his opponent, spawning the top left hand position of Year Zero, representing him, himself, and the glory of South Korea. It is the pink Terran player, Top, the Korean. Both players gonna go open up pretty standard in the opening parts of the game. Hatch gas pool, hatch gas pool, Rax gas CC. So no big surprises anywhere from either of these players. Year Zero. Last time we saw Year Zero, Mamba was just kind of what was Mamba doing? Yes, typical Mamba stuff, going for that extremely fast Nidus rush. I called it a Nidus rush, not a Nidus attack or Nidus timing, because he rushed it out. He made that go as quickly as possible. He was like, screw everything else in this entire game. I'm getting a Nidus worm as quickly as I possibly can and sending that into my opponent's base. And you know, we can see that it almost worked. If he had not have pulled 2 mineral lines worth of drones onto the attacking drop and not made, you know, 1 billion workers, maybe he could have served something out of that game. I've had games like that too. I remember, I can't even count how many times I've pulled workers to attack Widowmine burrowing, and then all of a sudden they're attacking, and then all of a sudden they stop attacking, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. No. And then I try to split them, but that somehow makes them end up clumping up even more because I suck that much. And then literally exploded out of the game. That's okay though. PvP is my worst matchup anyway, so that's that. Let's see. The Reaper of Fate. 3-minute mark. Not done a thing to the Zerg player. Not gonna do anything except scout the third base. So we should be seeing pretty much the exact same thing we saw in game number 2.5, which is weird because there is no game number 2.5, so the spirits are telling me some really weird things. You know, predicting games based off of early Reaper scouting patterns and what they do, it's not an exact science. You know, you can only get a rough approximation, so game 2.5, that means pretty much any standard game, because 2.5 is an average of 2 and 3, so that means it's going to be any old average game for top, which means it's going to go for Reaper aggression, or rather Hellbat aggression into mech. And when you look at that, that seems to be exactly what he's doing so far. Gonna open up with that marine tank actually, but instead of going for any sort of dedicated aggression, my guess is this quick 3CC is going to be the name of the game for him instead. He's Hellbat's gonna, or rather Hellion's gonna go and find the way into this mineral line. Gonna start killing some drones here. 5 go down in one fell swoop. Now it's up to 6. And yeah, that's really all you need. These queens really needed to give their DPS to this army, and oh no, this was a fatal sadness for our friend Mamba. 12 workers is not any amount of workers you want to be seeing dying at any stage in the game. Pretty much ever, so that gotta hurt. He's pretty much equal on workers, however, this was a 3-base build, and look, Mamba's trying to macro out of it. He has no counterattack aggression planned in the next couple of minutes, so this is honestly just a really solid start for our friend Top. Oh, sorry folks, allergy season is upon me perpetually, so this is something we deal with. Oh no. Oh no, Enki se la come. Oh no. Or Enki de Router se la come. Or Rator de Enki se la come. I think probably what happened is just that his internet crapped out. That's okay. That is a-okay. I guess we're just gonna go ahead and drop him whenever we can. Let's go ahead and chill for a second. Antrix says, I hope he is fine. Maybe he had a power outage or something. I don't know. Look, how's there already one vote? Like, I never really understood that. How can you, like, vote before it even opens up the option for you to vote, you know? Stream was okay, it's just Enki. Probably he just dropped. Oh, and that's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and drop him like a hot potato as soon as the game will allow us. Poor Enki.
Game paused.
What? Oh, that kind of took me out of it, but that's okay. Go, go. Mamba says go, go. Everyone says go, go. Who's the referee, though? Am I a referee? IDK who referee is. Me. Oh, damn. Let me try. Oh my gosh, what happens if a referee can only pause the game, but the referee leaves? 3, 2, 1.
Game resumed.
Ta-da! Okay, cool. Okay, well, Mamba's injecting and stuff, so I probably did make a huge mistake there. Wow, that's pretty cool. So if a referee drops from a game, then I guess anyone can unpause if the game requires a referee to unpause? That's kind of weird, I didn't know that. Blizzard takes such good care of StarCraft. That is so cool. 2 Evo chambers on the way, in slightly less horrible spots. Knowing Mamba, I would have expected like one right here and like one right there, just as an intimidation factor. Right next to the Scantipede, give him a little home to live in with his wife, Scantipedette. And they would just kind of crawl in there and make sweet love, and you know, and that's how new maps are born. Scantipedes. No one really ever talked about the Scantipedes, but they make a lot of work, you know. They pull their weight. Hydra does Headless Den coming on down for our friend Mamba. Not too much of an army. We can see he really likes his drones, especially when he loses pretty much all of them. This aggression for Kawaiian, I don't even know why he bothers. 2 siege tanks by themselves, really unsupported. Can't really do anything against anything, anywhere, so probably it's best for him to just run on home. I think this is the wise choice to make. And he actually is going to be going for a bio. That's strange. Extremely strange. We've seen Top just love to play his bio. Or rather his mech. He loved his mech, he kept on playing mech, and it was working really, really well for him pretty much every single time he went for it. So to see him switch into bio is a little strange. But you know, maybe he just wants to keep Mamba on his toes. Never really know what to expect. Hydraling Bane is going to be the composition of the day, and there's actually no researching on the Carapace over here. It's going to be +1 melee and +1 missiles on these Evo chambers. Extremely curious strategy. Not quite certain how good that is. I don't know the benefits of that, you know, toe to toe, how much better it is than Carapace. But one thing is for certain, Ultralisks are a lot worse when they don't have Carapace upgrades. And I mean like full Carapace upgrades, like +3 Carapace and chitinous plating. They like literally for if they like. Let me put it this way: Ultralisks without +3 armor versus Ultralisks with. Let me try again. Ultralisks with 2 armor versus Ultralisks with 3 armor look so different in an engagement. They look extremely different in an engagement. I promise you, it's like night and day. So when you have like no Carapace upgrades at all on an Ultralisk and only chitinous plating, that is really bad. So something tells me that maybe Mamba wants to go for some sort of weird timing attack when he only has Hydraling Bane, if he thinks that that's better. And oh my god, do it to him. Do it to him. Do him dirty. Oh. Well, I still did him dirty. Kawaiian's like, wait a minute. He knew. I'm gonna probably just drop him down and get that pesky little servant. But yeah, so that makes me think he wants to go for some sort of attack, but he's throwing down an infestation pit. So he wants to go up to Hive, so I don't understand this in the slightest. We haven't seen any Ultralisks all series from Kawaiian, or rather from Mamba, mainly because Ultralisks aren't super useful versus mech. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But like, he's kind of limiting his options to transition into them if he really wants to. Like, it's like now he can't really make Ultras, he can only really make Brutes if he wants to go into the super late game, but you know, you kind of need Ultralisks on the ground to just serve as that meat tanking buffer, you know? It's a critical part of composition. I don't know. What's this thing flying around? Right there. Is that just an Overlord on patrol with pneumatized Carapace? Nope, it's an Overseer. Which is trying to path around the giant, scary tentacle bulb monster. That's actually I kind of think it's a little hot, but it's like whatever. Like you know, it's not like really hot. I'm not gay. No, it's just like a little. It's just like a little hot. I mean, Amon, god damn. Alright, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I talk too much. Mamba's actually really hurting his supply compared to Kareem. Kareem's been massing up really hard. He's been pretty passive, but his army's ginormous. 114 army supply. That is like 67 Marines. That's a lot of Marines. 3 tanks. Now, really, you kind of want more than 3 tanks when you go against Hydroling Bane, because it's really the tanks that are going to be able to bust through that composition. But no one's going to complain about this many Marines, especially if you can split them and control them well enough. Oh my god. And especially since they don't have any carapace. Oh, carapace upgrades? My, it's not even going to look like this, you know, a fair fight. It's going to look absolutely just like, These Marines are just going to shred through this army. Now, let's see if that's actually what happens, though. Zoom out just a little bit here. He's just going to go ahead and clear up the creep for now. Does end up scanning that army, sees the Banings morphing on in, so doesn't really want to risk it, I guess. Top is playing super safe here. He can taste the money in his face already, though. His money, the price pool is going to be a 70-30 split? 70-30? I think so. I'm looking it up really quickly. Yeah, 70-30 split. And it is a decent amount of money, so let's go ahead and see exactly what he can do here. Just maybe he just wants to drag the game out a little bit longer. Who knows? I'm definitely not opposed to that if he wants to do that. Price pool is $66.70, so yeah, definitely want to be able to get the lion's share of that. Mamba throwing down the Ultralisk Cavern, but he'll only have at most, at very best, +2 carapace by the time Ultralisk come out, and that's not really going to be that good. Was it an accident? I think it was just an accident. Like, maybe he didn't actually want the +1 range, unless, like, +1 range against Marines kills things, you know, faster. You know, and he really just wanted. I don't know. It's extremely strange. 3-3 is gonna go ahead and be halfway done here for Quine. And is he going for a big concave? I think he's just kind of setting up his army so that if Quine tries to assert dominance over this high ground by pissing all over it with his Marines, then he should be able to smash that down fairly easily. But looks like, though, he may just be setting up a big old surround here. A good old-fashioned 360, but except for a 360, it's going to be like a 950 because it's coming down in from everywhere, and here he goes. Dwayne's going to go ahead and spread his army to the best of his abilities, but the Banings are still getting good connections. Mamba's actually crushing this fight. This wasn't even the whole army, unfortunately, for Kawain. And now he's lost the main majority of his army. The Liberators are going to siege on up, and there may just be enough health in this army to trade on out against these Hydras. And I think there might be... yeah, barely? I think so. Both armies pretty much obliterated there. But we all know the thing, that pesky little thing about Zerg is that they have larva. And larva, oh boy, you can make 8... you can do stuff like this. You can make 8 Ultralisks just like that, move across the map, and reassert dominance. Now, these Ultralisks will only have +1 armor by the time they move across. Maybe Captain's Fighting, so they're going to be garbage, but against, you know, a completely obliterated army, you don't really have to have that good of an army. Who would have thought? Especially against something that's, you know, obliterated. Let's see. 10 Marines at a time coming out now. Like the Liberators here, there is no Spire just yet. Finished on up for our friend Mamba. It is still under construction, but they're not going to be here for the fight if he chooses to go as soon as the Ultralisks get here. And damn, okay, I actually do like the simulant skill Ultralisks. Nope, never mind, I don't. Look at that little nub right there. Look at that nub. just go bobbing up and down. Like, you think these are its eyes? But it has like an overlord head, just like kind of like... So never mind, I definitely don't like them anymore. Or maybe now they're my favorite because of that. Guys, who knows? I don't even know what I like. Kawain's gonna lose this space. Is he gonna lose all the SCVs with it though? We'll see. The answer is yes, absolutely. As 8 SCVs going up going on down as well. Yeah. But Top had to have known that that would have happened. He did, after all, end up losing quite a significant amount of his army. So can he defend all the time, everywhere at once? He's doing his best though. He's gotten all of the Liberators out that he needs. No medevacs in sight though. So very, very dangerous game he's playing if Mamba decided to go for an engagement. He did not. He got his Liberators up and now he's doing, you know, a little bit okayer. A little bit okayer. Let's be careful for these Liberator.
Ready for dust off.
No Hydras in this army at all. And again, no +3 Carapace for these Ultralisks. So that's definitely another thing that Kawaii's got going for him. More Liberator's gonna go ahead and get set on up. Should probably go ahead and lift this orbital if he is so inclined. No? Okay, wants to make sure that he can get these SCVs out of here if he wants to. Just testing his evacuation abilities. That's like a little fire drill for those SCVs almost. Like, ah, Planetier's on fire! And then like the adjutant just says, nah, get back to work, it's just a joke. And then like, ah, okay. Fire drill. Alright. Is this still 8 Ultralisks? No, it's 10 Ultralisks now, so that's a lot of Ultras. And as soon as these Croppers finish on up, 6 I don't think is... Oh, it's a Liberator! Okay, it took me a while to piece that together. But yeah, it's a Liberator. And actually, Liberator gonna go and siege up here, gonna get 5 kills over there. Where's another one? I think another one's sieged up over here. There it is. So actually, a decent amount of Liberators taking out a decent amount of drones over there, which is not half bad at all. Ghost production now over here. Personal cloaking. They come with cloak now. They come with cloak. No! Never say die. Never say die. Sure. Whatever, Ghost. Literally says that. Literally says that as soon as he dies. Like, oh, never say die. Proceeds to die. The Ghost is such a meme, man. Oh my god. What is he even doing? Probably the first drop of the entire game. Gonna go and head over to this main base over here. Kawaiian is up. Is he gonna lose the medevac? Probably not. Because he's too good for that. Gonna go and stim on and not gonna focus on the hive or anything crazy like that. Just maybe take out a queen, couple of drones here and there. Really, this is really like it's funny because all game he kind of played bio like it was mech. He just kind of sat back, you know, masked up and tried to see if he can like get the perfect army and then move out. Which obviously doesn't really work as well than it has with mech, because actually speaking, bio scales extremely well, but mech scales even better. So I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit of a weird choice here, but still, Kawaiian is doing fine this game. Both players are now just taking their side of their map. No one wants to really engage, and we're starting to see the static defense swarm coming out, which kind of indicates that we are transitioning into the late game here. The late game, like the late game. Late game as in both players are taking their sides of the map and thinking about how to spend their bank late game, which is honestly a perfect way to end off this series if top ends up winning. I always love the super late game situations. We don't get them a lot in StarCraft 2. Generally, the skill gap, or rather, the pairs are able to display enough skill beforehand to be able to, you know, end it before then. This is a mistake. This is a huge mistake. Wow. Okay, so like 2, 3 Ultras just obliterated. Yeah, 2 Ultras just obliterated there from a simple misclick. That's gotta hurt. Probably was just distracted by this Liberator over here that's just being the most annoying son of a gun in the entire universe. Now the Million Liberator March has started. There's a lot of Marauders here. A couple of Marines, and a decent amount of Ghosts. Kind of reminds me of TY, how we just kind of went a million Liberators, a million Ghosts, and he just kind of walked over his opponent. Now, unfortunately, these Ghosts are gonna get caught with their pants out. Their pants out? No, their pants down, and their ding-dongs out as the Ultras chew them up for dinner. Oh no, what a horrible engagement there for our friend Kawaiian. Now, these Ultras are gonna be able to get away, not before losing some of their numbers though. A couple of counterattacks here and there. Overall, though, could have been a lot worse. Losing the Ghost, though, is definitely not something you want to see happen. Both players still have the bank to support this. Losing 31 SCVs, also not very premium, but again, he has a huge bank. You know, maybe he only really needs 37 SCVs. He has one base here, another base kind of here that's kind of making stuff. I mean, maybe go up to like 40. Have some dignity, you know, but, you know... After that, just go ahead and max on out and then move across the map. Who knows? Maybe he can start his death push. The more Terran can be active on the map, I would say the better. Come on, go for some snipey roos. There we go. There you go. There you go. Gotta get some value out of those abilities. That's how Terran really shines against Zerg in the late game. They gotta be active. They gotta get their abilities. They gotta get out on the map. If they're playing bio. Late game mech is a whole other thing, though. Oh my goodness. Just cleaning up the creep for right now. 5 more Ghosts on the way, 3 more Liberators. Again, we're starting to see Kawaiian just transfer to that mass Ghost strategy. I really do like it. I really think it's pretty good, actually. Liberator Ghost can pretty much take care of anything you need. As long as you have some bio reinforcements, you can pretty much... you pretty much got everything you want. You got things that can kill everything on the ground. You got things that can kill everything. Hey, you know, what's the hate? only a couple of fresh bases left on this map. I would say 2 on Kawaii's side and 1 on Mamba's side. Mamba's bank obviously bigger. He is a Zerg player after all. But the kind of interesting thing is that Mamba's gas bank is actually equal to that of Koreans or tops, and that is actually a little bit concerning. You know, if this goes on for too much longer, it could actually be very devastating. But hold the thought, because here we go. The engagement is happening. The blind cuts are going down. The ultras are stepping forward. The ghost in the back able to get some good snipes off, and the Baneling soaking up on all the marauders. Not what you want to see if your name is Mamba. He's gonna go ahead and have to back on out. The surprise is a little deceiving here. It's just an immediate VMAX from Mamba in the form of a quadrillion Lings and a couple of Ultralisks. And yeah, Kawaiian, is he gonna end up taking any of his other bases? I mean, let's see, there's one base over here. That's gonna be super hard to hold though. Yeah, this high ground over here, because it's really gonna suck. 69 Banelings! Dab on it, everyone! Quick dab while he's still... Okay. No more dab. Does he have a greater spire? Structures... Yes, he does. So no... Kind of weird. There's no Brood Lords just yet, and the fire attacks are not fully upgraded. You know, it still has 3-3 to work on, but 3-3 in the air, you know, it's not the most important thing, you know. Especially against this kind of army, this kind of composition, you know, you can put it off. Kind of, but when you have this much of a bank, it's kind of like, why would you put it off, you know? One Hungry Ultralist that has the speed upgrade. What's it called? Fast moving ultras? What let's call them? Fast moving ultras upgrade. Let them go super fast. They can't get kited now. They can only get kited. No, if they, with their ultra speed, they can't get kited by stimmed bio now. On creep. Or off creep, rather. I'm actually not sure. Anyway, snaps are going on down. The Banelings are rolling all in. Extremely cost inefficient for Mamba, but if he can break on through, maybe he doesn't need to be cost efficient. Rose are splitting up super well. They are not light units. They need a cloak. They need a cloak. There they go. The cloak ends up going on down. But still, Kawaiian losing a lot of his army there to the Banelings. They just kind of obliterated everything. And actually, I was saying that that wasn't cost efficient. Guys, that was cost efficient. If there's no... if the Banelings, if you make 1 million Banelings, of course, you know, they're all going to die in the engagement. But if they kill 1 million ghosts, it starts to sound a little bit better. And now his economy, after it's been trashed by the Lings over and over again, what happened to that bank? It's non-existent. He has 100 more supply than his opponent does, Mamba. And now he's just going to remax into the same thing over again. Kawaiian, obviously, I think he is showing some of his inexperience in facing off against... or playing a bio style in this game. Mamba just kind of toying with his food at this point. Look how fast those ultras are. Look at them. It's kind of funny how their butt moves, right? Like a thorax. I don't know. Yeah, that's life. Anyways, a couple of ghosts left over here. I'm fearing for Kawaiian in this game. I don't know how he's gonna get himself out of this. I don't know what he has planned for the future. Because right now, look at this. Kawaiian's taking his base. This is top space. I mean, sorry. Mamba's taking his base. This is top space. Top should not have this base. Or rather, yeah. Mamba should not have the base that belongs to top. And first nick of the game. First nick of the series. First nick of the day. Where's the ghost? Look, even I'm playing. Even I can't find it. There you go. Let's end up seeing it. Mamba, no fool. Ended up seeing that little red dot. It's gonna go ahead and evacuate all of his drones in time, thankfully. This ghost, can he get away? Mamba's like, get it, kill it. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. Curse they die. 3-3 in the air is gonna finish on up. That ghost had him a lot of time though. He's been able to get up a couple more liberators, a couple more ghosts. The army supply is actually not bad at all, if we're talking about Kawaiian here. But still, this base over here, this is the killer. If top can't secure this base, or at least kill it for the time being, he's gonna have like an almost impossible time winning this game, because this is the last mining base for top on his side of the map if you can't take this one. If being one whole base of resources up from your opponent is an extremely horrible position to be in. Or rather, it's an extremely desirable position to be in. His mules are landing, he really needs every single cent he can get. Mamba kind of hesitant to go on in, and understandably so. The Ultra has taken a lot of damage. Now, one criticism I do have is that Mamba's always, you know, after that initial engagement with the Banelings, he just kind of still pursued that, you know, that, no! Good, the ghost back! Oh, the planetary, oh, the mules. Okay, here we go. The engagement is happening. The corruptors are moving on in. The ghost having a hard time with these corruptors that are taking down everything in the air. But there's so many liberators that they may just able to end up taking out everything, but it's just barely not enough. From top, he just needed a little bit more on the ground to support these liberators, and now he lost the base, he lost the army. Mamba's gonna have no problem maxing out again, and I think that may have just been the nail in the coffin here. So close for Queen, it seems so close, but unfortunately it was just not meant to be. I mean, he's making like a couple of Marines, maybe a Marauder here and there, but I don't know. This is just kind of a sad game, you guys, if you are a top fan. If you're a Mamba fan, though, oh my gosh, are you out of your seat? Are you like just going crazy right now? I was gonna criticize him because the army he was making did not have a lot of, you know, staying power in the late game, like Ling Bane Ultra. No, you want like, you know, you want Hydras, you want Broodlords, you want some Infestors. But no, I mean, if you just do enough damage to your opponent over time, you just keep taking good trades, then obviously you're gonna win. Now, Liberators are gonna go ahead and buy him some time over here, dragging the army back and forth, but Mamba is not going to take the bait. He's going to morph 30 baitings on his opponent's side of the map, and he is not going to stop. Look at these poor mules. I feel like he was so close. Queen was so close to just holding on. But I think he just didn't respect his defensive position enough. He kind of poked out a little bit too far, and he started the engagement really poorly. And then from there, it just kind of all went downhill. 3 more ultras on the way, as well as 54 lanes. I think the production tab could kill Kawain right now, and that's when you know that you are in a bad spot as a Terran player. Look at this poor mule. Look at that. Look at that. Is he even gonna be able to return the minerals, or is he just gonna die beforehand? Well, there. He says have 35 minerals. Kawain says thanks. Mule's gonna die. Oh, I can't watch. Oh. Mamba, meanwhile, is maxed out again. Hey, that's kind of like a little mini tongue twister. Mamba, meanwhile, maxed out again. Kawain's gonna go ahead and poke on forward with this Liberator for God knows what reason. Oh, it's gonna siege up over here because the Corruptors are in the main base. They're gonna take out the Ghost Academy. I actually don't mind that because Ghost has not really done too much for Mamba this game. I like this right here. Go and deny some mining. That's fine. That's all fine and good. Thing is, he's mining from nowhere. He's not mining from here. I think he could have. He's gonna land there right now, but like this is his army, and it's so sad. It's such an anemic army. I mean, I was ready to count Mamba down and out, but he has obviously shown, you know, a surprisingly powerful resilience this game. Ultras, yeah. I don't even know why he bothered landing the mules there. He knew that I was gonna get denied almost immediately. Here we go, the last fight of the game, and possibly what is going to be a victory for Mamba. Top taps out. GG is called, and Mamba bites back at a 3-4. See, I told you. He would absolutely give it his best shot. He is going to go down, kicking, screaming, crying, scraping Top down to the pits of hell with him. Now, Top has to think very carefully about his next match, because when you lose a game like that, that was, again, not a very easy game to lose if you are a Mamba fan. Or rather, if you're a Top fan. Because it feels like he was in control, he had the better army, but he just, decision-wise, not there in the late game. And I think his inexperience with Bio definitely was very apparent in that game. I mean, he didn't seem like a Bio player that game. He tried maybe 1 or 2 drops, a nuke, that was a little fun, that was, a good little attempt from him, but I don't know. I think he should go back to just playing mech. I think mech would just be a good transition from him, right? Who knows though? Who knows? He's still thinking. Let's see. Oh, never mind. He picked it. Port? Alright. Port it is. Port Alexandra. Port Alexander. Port Alexander. Are we gonna see mech? I think we're gonna see mech. Are we gonna see a version of me that's more alert and hyper and active as we saw in the first 1 hour and a half of this series? Probably not. But again, we will see. Oh, did Enki finally not die? Yeah, there he goes. Someone invite him to this. Here, come to this game. How do I invite? Oh, there he is. Never mind. He's literally the host. Never mind. Yeah, glad to see his internet's not dead anymore. Oh, and that sucks for him, because that was such a great game. Oh my god, poor Enki had to miss all that. Poor guy. Alright, I'm rocking, I'm rolling, I'm okay. I just need a couple seconds to get my thoughts together, get my brain out from this mush of scrambled eggs and takoyaki sauce that it was just like 2 seconds ago, so... Oh, my leg! Ah, my leg! Okay, I think we're fine. What does this do over here, by the way? Losses, idle time, and tech? I've never seen these before in my life. Tech, losses, idle time. I've never seen that. Am I going crazy? I think I'm just going crazy. Have you guys ever seen these? What do they mean? Maybe it's like, oh, like text, I don't know. Idle time. Like time spent not doing anything. Like hands off the keyboard, APM is 0. Oh, maybe we can science it out. Hang on. Let's take a look when the APM is 0. And then, we'll see. Korean has -3. He still has some APM. There he goes. There he goes. Oh wait, crap! Spawning the bottom right hand position, representing the pink Terran player. It is Korean. Oh crap! Now I can't see it. That's why I could never see it, because something is pretty much always selected. How do I unselect it though? You can't. You have to wait for it to die. And spawning the top left hand position of Port Alexander, representing the green. Representing Alpha X, it is the green Zerg player, the mean green Zerg machine himself, Mamba. Crap, how do I unselect? I want to... Come on. Select mineral patch. There you go. And then wait for that to get mined out. No, that's a stupid idea. Crap, I can't unselect anything. That's not how StarCraft works. You have to select something else. You can't just unselect something. Oh, God, my life. I guess we'll never figure out what that means, huh? Oh, well. Probably not super important. In fact, I'm pretty certain it's not really not even that important. Both players up to pretty much the same thing. Nothing too unusual. Hatch gas pool. He's gonna get his drone down there. And he's actually gonna take this third base over here. I don't like this third base location for Zerg. But I think he's just kind of forced to do it more than anything, because he can't really, because he knows this is going to be blocked. So he's just going to go and hide it over here. We're going to go and poke on in, maybe take a Zergling out if Mamba's control isn't good, and it's okay, it's fine, it's good enough. So just damages a couple of drones, takes a couple of shots from a Queen, kind of KDI charge, finds nothing, and third base goes down. Now, it can be a little risky. We have been seeing top favor these sort of tank pushes in the early / mid game, which, you know, I always thought were kind of weird and never really did all that much. But over here, they can actually do a decent amount. Whoopsie doodle. Thanks, Sushi. Like you put a siege tank over here, and it can start to siege this hatchery over here. I think maybe if you like put it right over there, even. I don't know, but I think you can definitely do some damage over here. So, you know, top is definitely gonna pick up on it, but I don't think he's gonna be doing that anytime soon. Just gonna go for that Banshees and Hellbends as he is so comfortable with. Speed finishing up around 331, pretty much the exact spot on timing for Link speed to finish. Queens make weird sounds when they attack, right? I feel like when the queens attack, it's kind of like, you know how in movies or like in cartoons, like the punch sounds like whoosh, whoosh, like in like someone slapping a bar of molten fig chocolate. I don't know. That's just what it sounds like. And it doesn't sound like a punch at all. Like a real punch just sounds like, you know, maybe like a light slap / thudding sound. But like in movies, it's sort of there's like whack, whack, thwack, 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 you know? I feel like that's the same with queens. Did you listen? Yeah, I feel like that's like the equivalent of the thwack sound for punches, but for throwing spines, like whoosh, whoosh. Well, in reality, it's probably just closer to the Hydrus, which is just like, you know. I don't know. This is weird. Weird little nitpick. Anyways, 4 Hellions die in the Reaper, and none of them do anything. Mamba, of course, shown extreme proficiency in denying that sort of nonsense from Top. Now, Top did find some damage with the last game, so I'm not going to say it's going to, you know, swat it down every single time, all the time. But most of the time that happens, exactly what just happens. Does that make sense? Probably does. Hint. Oop. Banshee's got to run. Kind of funny that Spores can see farther than they can shoot. Then again, Tempest can pretty much do the same thing. No, they can see farther than they can shoot. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I think Static Defense is one of the... No, pretty much everything can see farther than it can shoot. Unless it's a melee unit. Why am I being stupid right now? I don't know. Hydra's Dempster down, so it's gonna be a Hydralink Bane coming out for our friend Mamba. No Carapace attacks. Blah, blah, blah. No Carapace upgrades. Look, he's doing the same thing, so it wasn't a mistake. He's going for melee and missile attacks, and then Carapace is gonna be researched later on. He's always gonna be, I don't know, Marines attack so fast that it seems almost worth it to me to get the Carapace, unless it literally does not affect the amount of shots it takes a Marine to kill it. Which I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does, especially when they have +1 attack. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, I thought I heard a KDE charge go off somewhere, and I was like, no way. 2 more factors going on down, so it is going to be mech for Korean. No surprises there. And like I said, this third base location, really susceptible to this sort of nonsense from the Terran player. Gonna go and siege up his tanks over here. Should probably split them a little bit so they're not susceptible to splash. That's okay though. I don't mind. Just gonna go ahead and siege away at the drones for now. Can they actually hit that? Yeah, they can hit that, but looks like though we're not gonna have time for that because Kawaii is gonna go ahead and get pushed up by Mamba so far. And like I said, siege tanks unsupported are pretty bad, but these Banshees are actually coming in clutch in the defense. A lot of drones here for Mamba. He actually went up to 70 drones prior to this defense, so you know, playing it super duper greedy. But it looks to be working for him all right so far. These queens are gonna try and do something, but the Hellbats transform and say, no, thank you, ma'am. The siege tanks are gonna continue the siege on this hatchery. Has to be careful. Can't lose the meat for these tanks, you know. And they are gonna take a decent trade over here. Get a couple more drones, a couple more link kills before they finally end up going down. And overall, I would say this was a pretty successful attack from our friend Kawaii. 10 drones, a decent amount of army. You're equal on worker count now. You killed a lot of stuff. The queens went down. I mean, This is good. This is good damage by top. And look, back at home, third base is getting established over here. His macro has been on point. He's getting his cyclones out. He's getting hyperfed rotors, maybe? He's making more banshees, so that indicates to me that he probably wants to do that as soon as he has the gas. Doesn't have it right now. Gas is such a commodity, you know. It's only going to go up in price. Another armory going down as well. And yeah, Kawain gonna go ahead and start this game off with a nice little, I won't say huge advantage, but a nice little lead. Mamba definitely hurting a little bit, not really where we want it to be, but you know, it's okay. Not the end of the world for either player. Gonna go ahead and see if he can lock on to a couple of units here. And he does. Gonna go ahead and get a Hydralisk, nothing too major. And then moving on into Sieging. So not really going for that mass cyclone that we saw him doing earlier on in the series, and I think that's wise. You know, he definitely didn't seem to be able to control it all that well. So I think switching on up into something a little bit more static, a little bit more let Mamba kill himself onto me is a better plan for him. And that's exactly what he's doing, so glad to see that. That's gross. You're gross. Fourth base. Almost established here for our friend Mamba. A little bit later than it had been in previous games, but that's because his third base was getting its world rocked by 2 siege tanks, and that was just not fun for any Zerg units involved. Look at this APM spec from Mamba. I think that's just from production, but damn. Oh, close to 1,000, eh? Okay, little hit squad of units over here. I think they're gonna try and snipe this base. Yeah, I think 3... Yeah, 3... Yeah, I'm definitely sure. 3 Cyclones can kill a base. 3 Cyclone lock-ons can kill a base. No problem. I'll let you know they're gonna do exactly that. Meanwhile, there's some Banshee harassment over here. Drag the army out. There we go. Top using Mamba's lack of multitasking ability. Taking out 15 drones and the base. Loses literally nothing. Except for maybe a... Okay, no, he loses 3 Hellions, but dang, that is some good damage from top. I mean, Mamba just has so many problems with these sort of things. I think going back and looking at these replays, I think Mamba can learn so much about his play. I definitely recommend that somebody show this to Mamba. Show this VODs to Mamba so we can learn from it. Watch the replays. I mean, there are definitely a lot of things he can be doing better here. But, that being said, he still has a nice, good army. Is he ever going to break this? With that? No. No. Especially with not any rotors to tank. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? But he's going to go ahead and give it a shot. The old college try is going to go for the full wraparound here. He's going to go ahead and move on in. It worked pretty well for him in the previous game, so let's see how it works for him now. Sieging's having problems deciding their targeting. Going to do a lot of damage to these Hydras. Hellions have to get in front and tank for the tanks, funnily enough, but it looks like this is going to be not enough for Mamba, as predicted. 10 SCPs go down, but Mamba says, that's all I got. GG is called. And ladies and gentlemen, Kawain, aka Top, is going to be your winner, winning his lion's share of $66.70. Or rather, $67.70. Dang, we got some generous people doing that free donation code in chat. So not technically super generous, but generous of your time. 2 thumbs up. Thank you for all of our players for showing on up. And definitely, thank you so much for Top for showing up on time. Thank you so much for Mamba for being a replacement. I know I would have, it sucks that Bywise couldn't make it, but that's okay. I think we still had a pretty good series and some pretty good games. Alright, folks, I think that's going to be it for me. Go ahead and follow this stream if you did enjoy what you saw here today and want to see more semi-professional, community-founded, and community-casted StarCraft 2 content. My name is Swaghar, this is Alpha SC2, and folks, let me just end this stream by saying that Bubba Burger is the #1 brand of frozen burger in the United States. Try all 8 of their burger varieties as well as their other great new additions while supplies last. Was I supposed to add that? Add supplies last? I don't know. That's okay. I'm sure it's fine. Okay guys, that's it for me. My name is Swaghar, and we're done with this series. Thank you so much for tuning on in, and I'll see you guys in the next Alpha X Pro series. Mwah.